You already got this set up. Oh man, oh, I forgot about X. Can we do this later? Are we live? Make sure
Oh,
we.
it's not gonna pop up like how it used to.
Yeah, it's gonna pop up a little
Like
different.
that.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Oh,
we
X.
live.
We are live.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning.
I think our Twitter is messed up, but
Elon doesn't like us.
yeah, he really don't. But I think we are live. Let me just double check.
Yes, it's live.
Oh yeah, we live. Hey, Europe. Yo, shout out to you. You said the perfect duo. Yeah, we here. We here. Hold on, let me get some tune for y'all. Hold on, let's get it. Yeah. I know. Turn me up, cuz.
Ay, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias.
We're back.
We are
Muchas
back.
novias, hoy tengo
Happy
a una,
Monday.
mañana otra, ey. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias.
Puerto Rico, what up?
Muchas novias, hoy tengo a una,
I
mañana
love Puerto
otra.
Rico.
Me la voy a
Puerto
llevar
Rico's
a
lit.
todas pa' un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, ey. Que sonrían las que ya les metían. Un VIP, ey. Saluden a Titi, vamos a tirarnos un selfie. 6 chis, que sonrían las que ya se olvidaron de mí. Me gustan mucho las Gabriela, las Patricia, las Nicole, la Sofía. Mi primera novia en Kinder María y mi primer amor se llamaba Talía. Tengo una colombiana que me
I feel like it's been so long. I'm excited.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Otra en San Antonio que me quiere todavía. Y la TPR que toditas son mías. Una dominicana que juega bombón. Juega bombón. La de Barcelona que vino en avión. Y dice que mi bicho está cabrón. Yo dejo que jueguen con mi corazón. Quisiera mudarme con todas por una mansión. El día que me envío la invitación, muchacho, deja eso. Ey, Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias. Muchas novias, hoy tengo una, mañana otra, ey. Pero no hay boda. Titi me preguntó si tengo muchas novias.
Nah, this is my joint right here. I fuck with this album hard.
Tengo una, mañana otra.
I told you he was out there for my birthday.
Oh yeah. That man brought some. He brought some money out there too, man.
Man.
He had the whole island
But
rocking.
listen, if I go this year, well, I'm not gonna go for my birthday, but that whole like around that time they
Muchacho, ¿para qué tú quieres tanta novia?
Me la voy a llevar a todas por
Okay.
VIP,
Gotcha.
every year. And when I tell you, I was not prepared. I should have worn sneakers.
Oh yeah. I think I told you that too. Like you can't go to no Bad Bunny concert and not wear
It was just
the
a
dirtiest
festival.
sneakers. Oh yeah.
You couldn't get there like in a vehicle. You had to walk into the city of San Juan and then walk out of the city of San Juan. And it was raining
Oh
at
man.
the end. But it was, oh God, so worth it. It was a great experience. But like my feet were too I was ready to go home after that. I was like, all right, I'm playing that.
Man, I miss Puerto Rico. It's been a minute since I've been out there. I haven't been out there in like.
The way I feel about Puerto Rico the way everybody else feels about Miami. Like I love it. I go at any point in time. I'll go there for a weekend. I'll go there. That's good.
Yeah. Old San Juan too. Just chilling out there.
This is the other side though. I like one of the like.
I went to you ever been to Flamenco Island?
No.
You had to take a ferry to get over there.
No, I didn't get a chance to go. I wanted to go see the sand. It was like, you know, air, like glowing, you know.
Oh, the pure what's it? The something electric. I
Yes,
don't
the
know.
algae. It's
Algae,
like
yeah.
But it like it glows. And around the time I was there was like one of the best times to see it.
Oh, okay.
I was pissed. I'm like, I booked the 36 in advance. Sweden in the house, okay.
Shout out to Sweden in the building. Samuel, what's popping? AEI. You know what? I just got it. Shout out to AEIOU. Shout out to the Val in the building, man. He got his username was AEIOU.
Where do you see that?
Is it right here? The Greenwood. AEIOU.
I don't know what I thought that said, but I was just like, I was
Hey, oh my God, dog. What's going on, good people? We are back. We are back in the building, man. Apologize for our lateness, but you already know CPT. Anyway, welcome, guys, to another episode of the Top Hill Live. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, aka Imani Raw.
And I am D Carmen.
D Carmen back in the freaking building. Round of applause. Yes, sir. Hey, Carmen. Hey. How you doing? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Good,
You know,
good.
I'm happy to be back. I feel like it's been so long.
I know, man.
Too long.
It has been too long. You know, you've been very, very much missed and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
happy to have you
I
back.
missed you guys too. I was
Much
like,
love.
oh, I hope they don't forget about
You cannot forget about Carmen, man. But it's good to have you back. We about to get into a great episode tonight. I'm super excited to get into this jump. We got a very special guest in the building as well, too. You know what I mean? So guys, we're gonna have our special guest come on, then we're gonna get into the second half of the show where we do the reaction. So if you guys have anything that you want to ask the guest, be sure to put it in the comments. Also, if you have anything that you guys want us to check out or react to, also put that in the comments as well too, man. So but yeah, I think we can get right into it, man.
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it, man. Without further ado, we want to go ahead and welcome Dr. Frank Acheampong in the building, man. What's going on, man? What's going on, man?
Hey, what's up? What's up? What's going on? Good.
What oh, my bad. The round of applause. My bad. Look at that round of applause. I'm so sorry, man. Round of applause.
Sounded a little empty.
You know, the problem is I got to add it in later because I'm still figuring out the system. I got like 7 windows in here, so they can't hear
Really?
the sound effects yet.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, the room is even more empty now.
but anyway, Dr. Frank Acheampong, thank you so much for joining the Top Hill Live. It is a pleasure to have you on here. We're going to have a really, really great discussion on here. So, Frank, if you want to just go ahead and introduce yourself to the people, let them know who you are, and yeah, maybe we can get right into it.
All right, sounds great. So my name is Frank. Right now, as I said, I live in Maryland. So
Maryland.
my background. So grew up in Bronx, New York. Originally from Ghana, born and raised in Ghana. Grew up in Bronx, New York. Kind of moved around a little bit. Went to school at University of Buffalo for undergrad, and then I did my doctorate in Mass College of Pharmacy. So that is so professional wise. I'm an informatics pharmacist, but currently not doing that anymore. I'm going back and doing a resort in Ghana. And the way I started with um, getting into real estate was due to just in pharmacy school. I bought a condo, and then once I finished pharmacy school, I was able to like literally flip that condo within the 3 years. I bought it for 50,000, and I ended up selling for 75,000. So I was like, oh, there's money to be made here. So
Yeah.
from there, I like literally I'll buy a house, I'll live in for a couple of years, sell it, make some the top on, and then I started kind of seeing a pattern in real estate. So long story short, now I own multiple residential properties. And, I was telling Imani, I have Airbnbs, and then also I have commercial properties in downtown Baltimore. Basically, that knowing the power of passive income kind of got me excited into doing something back in Ghana, something big in Ghana. So that is just a little bit about my I guess my background.
Yeah. This is really, really exciting. For you guys that don't know, me and Frank actually met at InvestFest down in Atlanta from Earn Your Leisure, and he was telling me. Well, I actually went to your booth and I saw your resort, and I was like, wait a minute, I got to talk to this guy right here. And then we had a great conversation, and we just had a lot of stuff in common, man. It's like you're like 100 steps ahead of me, but the see that you are also investing, in Baltimore, where I'm at as well too, and doing Airbnb, and then now you're building this incredible resort, back in Ghana, man. And I think it's just incredible what you're doing. I love to see, our people like giving back. I mean, giving back to the continent and stuff like that. So, this show is all about bridging the gap. So Africans on the continent, Africans in the diaspora, just going back home and investing back home. This is like absolutely the best time to do it.
Yeah,
So
yeah. Just to tell you a little bit about how even I stumbled onto, I guess, this project. Like literally, I didn't really go to Ghana to find a project to do, but
oh, wow. Okay.
I was one of those like in 2019, I guess the Ghana president made that year the year of return.
Right.
So even myself, like, cause I mean, I came 99, so it's a while ago. So I
Mhm.
was like, oh, let me go and
It's a
check
little
it out.
different.
Yeah, yeah. Let's go check it out. What the whole year of return. But when I went, I had fun. Then from there, except the COVID year, I didn't go. But then 2021, I went, had fun, and then 2022, when I went, um, and then my brother actually decided to actually move back with the family. So with
Mhm.
the family we went to like a beach around there, and what happened was when we were at the beach, for some reason the place was so dirty. They have bottles and
Mhm.
in the ocean, and then the rubber and all that stuff, and being an investor here, I'm like, man, if you have an investor come in and clean this stuff and build something really nice, this is money making right here.
Yeah.
So from there, and then my brother's friend was there. He's like, hey, I'm a realtor, I could find you something. And
Mhm.
literally from there, he started sending me videos and pictures. So he sent me this particular one where I'm building this resort. And what caught my attention was the sun was white. Like I haven't
Mhm.
seen like a white sand. So I'm like, if this is for real, I'm gonna come. So he's like, yes, it is. So the next day I booked a flight. My wife thought I was crazy. I went to Ghana, and then when I went, I was like, man, this is beautiful. The breeze,
Yeah.
everything. So even when I went, I was like, oh, I'm just gonna buy like 8 plots, like eight,
Mhm.
8 lots. Like it goes by like 100 by 70, which is like about an acre. I ended up buying like eight acres. So I'm like,
Oh,
okay, this is bigger than me.
yeah.
So the question is like, how can I let people see the vision that I have so we could all make money together? Because to me,
Mhm.
passive income is the way to go. And for me, doing the feasibility study around there, the returns were really good. So I was like, okay, how do I get people to be in the same mindset as me, like, so that when I'm in, let's say, Africa or Ghana, I have a place to stay, like I have a resort. But when
Mhm.
I'm not there, it's a resort, so people are enjoying it, but I'm making money. So that's how the whole project kind of started. So the whole project is, I'm a diasporan. I know I'll probably go to Africa or Ghana once a year or twice a year. Anytime I go, I have something that I can, stay. I have a place that I can stay. But when I'm not there, because it's a 5-star resort, it's making me money, and the returns are really good. So that was the whole goal for this project.
Man, that's incredible. Like started from $50,000 condo to now building your own resort in Ghana. That heck of a story, man.
I'd say that's a big jump, and like
Yeah.
that's really inspiring as
Yeah.
well. Like just coming from working a regular job and then going to making
Hmm.
an entire resort, like
Yeah.
that's major. That's huge,
Yeah.
and it gives people that look like us like an anchor, and it shows you like, hey, I can do this too.
Hmm.
Yes, yes. That's the
Absolutely.
goal. The goal is like, okay, can we all do it together? And one of the things, like sometimes we neglect the power of partnership. And
Mm.
even one of the things, I always tell a story when I was getting my um downtown Baltimore, the commercial property. It was a group of us, 4 friends. We like, okay, we want to get this property, a commercial property, so we could get passive income. And then once the price came, everybody started moving out. Like, okay, nah, this is too much. I can't pay for
Group
this.
chat. It sounded like that group chat. We try to go on vacation together.
Oh my
Everybody
goodness.
like,
Yeah.
what? When the bill
And
comes,
one other person
right?
is coming out. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, I need to figure out a way because I saw with me, once I see the returns, I'm like, okay, this is good. Let me find a way to get it. I talked to my wife and we're able to liquidate our 401k and all that stuff, put it in it, and now it's making us, a ton of money that I'm able to not really retire because I haven't really retired, just stop working because I have enough income that I don't have to worry about basically working. I work because I love to work.
Amen to that, man.
So the goal here is like, wow, if there's power in passive income, at least every month your bills are being paid. You don't have to worry about it. You can actually live life. That's the way to go. And there's no better place to kind of do it in the motherland where the returns are really great. Because if you look at it, most of these billionaires are going to Africa now.
Yep.
So it's like we most of the time we complain, oh, the Chinese are taking over Africa, or
Mhm.
the France, the Europeans, but we are not investing in there to be able to make something that we could actually enjoy for ourselves. So I mean, that's the whole goal.
Right. So it's a perfect opportunity. So like for the people who are Ghanaian who, leave and go to university and then come back, or the people who are in the diaspora, this is a great opportunity for them to come back to the motherland and not just come to party, but come
You're
to,
right.
invest and come back home. So this is like an amazing, amazing opportunity, man.
Um,
Mhm.
i- are there any other resorts in Ghana?
Oh
And
yeah,
so, what separates yours from theirs?
that's a great question. So there are, I would say, even on the strip where I am, the line that I am, there's at least 3 5-star resort there already.
Oh, good.
And and the whole place is developing really well, that we are actually not in competition. Somebody may say that, oh, because there are other resort there, you may not get people to come. I think it depends on the experience that you're giving them, because with us, our whole goal is giving people the experience of, when you come there, there's this joy that you are going to experience. And then not only that, we are actually taking you to see Ghana. We call it the Black Star experience, meaning that we would take you to Almina Castle, Accra, the parties. We would take you to different places, so you're actually experiencing Ghana itself.
Yeah.
And then also, you know, truth be told, every weekend there's a wedding. So
Mhm.
there's a lot of people, and people want that
Great
luxury
market.
beach resort,
Yeah.
weddings and stuff. So definitely, every weekend you could be booked because of
Mhm.
those type of event that's going on. And Ghana is a party city, so you host one event, you are good.
Right. Yeah, no, I love the fact that you said that because it's not really competition. Like the competition is actually good. I mean, it
Hmm.
gives you something to kind of like compare as well
Hmm.
too. So you can like know what to do in the market and stuff.
Yes,
The other thing is, I really love the name a lot. Like
that's good.
Black Star Resort. Can you let the people know like why did you choose that name and why is it significant for your resort?
So I think that's a great question. I think the name actually came from my wife. So for
Oh,
people who don't know me, my wife is African American. So I'm Ghanaian American, but she was born and raised in Buffalo, New York. We met at school.
oh,
So the
together.
name so the name actually came from her. So one time we went on a vacation, I think Cancun, and we was like, what, we want to do this resort. What should we name? And she went Black Star. I'm like, oh, that is good. And so I asked her why, and it said the historical portion of it. So then I started digging more into Black Star, Marcus Garvey, and the history behind it, and how we want people to come back to the motherland and be able to invest. And so I was like, wow, this is a great name. And
Yeah,
then find out, I went to trade market in Ghana. They're like, no, Black Star, you can't, because that's a symbol for
right,
the soccer team.
right.
And then and I'm like, okay, the people are coming, we want them to be royal. So then we added Black Star Royals. So then you become more of a royal, in, to be it. So literally, based on the history. So as I said, when it comes to what makes us what makes us different is based on the fact that we want to be able to bridge the gap. That's what you guys are doing, bring people from the diaspora and let them come see the motherland. But at the same time, not only that they are coming to just see and go, they have something that is actually generating them income,
Yeah,
so it doesn't matter where they are, they have that connection to the motherland.
yeah. No, that's absolutely genius. And can you break down a little bit, like, what does that partnership actually look like? If somebody wanted to invest in, part of the resort, how does that work? And is this something where people can like just come to visit, like a regular hotel or resort, or can you like kind of give us a breakdown of the two different types?
Yeah, yes. And actually, do you mind playing the video? I just want
Absolutely.
people to know what we are talking about when it comes to the result. I think that, it will make things much easier. Oh, not that one, the other one.
Gotcha.
You mute it? Oh, you have to mute me.
I can hear you.
All right, cool. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you.
All right, cool. So, and with your question, um, can you ask the question again? I just lost it.
Yeah. So for people who want to invest in this, like, can you give us a breakdown? Like, what does that look like when people want to come and partner with you in this resort? How does that look?
No, that's a great question. So we have two type of partnership. One is to become equity partner, meaning that you become like me, you have a seat in the board, and basically you make decisions on what goes in the resort back and forth. Like, basically the founding fathers of the resort.
Mhm.
Or we also have limited partners, meaning that you just buy a unit, you buy a fraction of the resort, you own a part of the resort, that anytime somebody stays there, you make money. You make 80% of the proceeds that comes in, and then we get 20% to basically run the whole resort. And
Mhm.
also the whole resort is furnished. You don't have to lift a finger. Everything is done for you. And then we report quarterly the financials every 6 months. We will let you know basically how many people came in, the amount of money that came into the resort, and how you get paid. So at the end of the day, one of the things is you're always getting paid from people staying there. So the goal here is to drive people to the resort to stay there. And once they stay there, you make money from people just enjoying the resort.
Wow. Wow. Okay. And so, is there any limit to like how many units people can have, or is there any deals, especially if you have if people wanted to get more than one?
No, I mean, yeah, I mean, if you want to get more than one, of course, we could definitely talk. Yes, you could get some percentage off. If you want to get more than one, the goal here is, you own a unit, and basically it's like more of a retirement. To me, I call it more of a passive income that never ends, because you actually have a deed to it. So in case, let's say, hey, you want to use that, to pass on to your kids, you could pass on to your kids, or use the proceeds to take care of your parents, you could do that. So definitely, if you want to buy one, two, there are different types, which later on, when I go through the presentation, that people could choose to invest in different types of the resort, because we do have a presidential suite, we have a two bedrooms, we have each individual unit. So we have different types that people may be able to invest in.
Okay. And how much I guess control can people have? So like if um or how much control does the resort have? Like, do you use like a certain booking site for people to book? Like, once you own the unit, do they have to like go through a certain booking site, or can they put it on Airbnb or something like that? Like, how does that process work?
So they don't even have to do that, because we do have a marketing team that basically just like, we'll be listed on booking.com, different type of places. So anybody, let's say they want to come to Ghana, they go online, they could book it directly from there. So literally it's like an Airbnb, but this time you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to, You don't have to do anything picking it. You don't, everything is done for you. And that's why you're paying the 20%
Yeah,
to run the whole thing for you. So, and at the end of, the quarter, your money just comes in.
that's beautiful.
So just like
So,
an investor.
Yeah,
yes, and then also you could, anytime you're there, one of the things that we are doing is, let's say you come to Ghana, we're giving like the 14 days, literally just coming there for free, that you don't have to, just stay there, enjoy, and then when you're ready to leave, you could just leave.
No benefits package.
yeah.
Yep.
So you can just you can literally you're marketing everything for them. So it's just like
Yes.
you literally just pay. You have your unit is yours, and the other 20% is being used to help promote, help fix things. I'm sure as well too.
Yep.
So this is perfect for the investors. Like you could be completely hands off. Like your
Yes.
money is making money
It's
for
working for you. Yep.
you, but you're not gonna
Basically.
get somebody calling you at 3 o'clock in the morning, calling from
Yeah.
God, like, "Hey, I broke the toilet."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So no,
Yeah.
that's really really good.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I feel like that's the motto that we need. Like, I always love what Warren Buffett said: if you don't find ways to make money while you sleep, you work until you die. So the goal here is we need to explore different ways that we can make money without actually, being in the day-to-day things.
Right. And this is a way that you're helping people, and it seems like it's very simple to do, because a lot of times when people are trying to do it on their own, trying to figure out on their own, there's not a lot of people out there that I see doing exactly what you're doing and promoting it in this kind of way. So I appreciate that. It's something that I think everybody in the audience can actually understand and explore and stuff like that as well too. So you don't have to, for all the diasporans out there who's like, yeah, I want to own a property in Africa, but you don't know you don't know anything about the geography there, the demographics there, the economy there, and stuff like that. So this is somebody who you're from there, you have family there,
Hmm.
so um, this is actually dope. So
Yeah, and then also one of the things, become part of a community. So it's not like, you are left alone, but you are part of the community, to be able to, basically, when you come in, we will be a close knit because we are all part of the investors. So we will have our retreat, we could talk and kind of brainstorm and listen to you how we could make this better, because if the result is better, guess what, you make more money. So the goal is to be able to brainstorm, come up with, of course we will give you our what we think it will be good for us to be able to market it well. But anybody else will also, we will also open forum to hear people, the recommendation that other people have, so that we could kind of use it to kind of promote the result.
right.
I have a question.
Mhm.
Sure.
So, what if there's someone who wants to invest in a property like this, but they're not making as much as maybe your typical investor? Do you have flexible payment options?
Yes, we do. So when it comes to payment, we do have, like, we call it self-pay. Like the person could decide to self-pay, no mortgage or anything like that. So with that one, yeah, we could spread it into 5 years, with 2 years, and then they'll pay month by month. Or we also partner with some banks, so they could also go through the mortgage portion to be able to, basically, I think the mortgage, they want you to put 20% down, and then they'll spread it in 15 years for you to pay it off. So
Okay.
there's different options.
No, that's awesome. Because that was another hurdle that I know a lot of people have as well too. Like there's normally not a lot of financing options. Us being American, like I know everybody says American, like we love that.
Yeah.
You know, when you go to Africa, like whatever they have, they own. So
Yeah.
but that's dope. Shout out to Alvin in the building. He says most diasporan lack investment knowledge, so this is an amazing opportunity. Absolutely, shout out to Alvin, man. Um, and anybody in the chat, y'all, chat. If you guys have questions for Frank, don't hesitate to put it in the chat. We can have a little quick Q&A. You know what I mean, in here as well too. So don't hesitate to ask questions.
Awesome. Do
Um,
you want me to go over the presentation or?
cool. Sure, that
Okay.
yeah, we can definitely do that now. So I'll pull that up for you.
Oh, I mean, if you guys have more questions too,
Oh
because
no,
I
this,
think I think
mhm.
most of the questions that are coming to is already in the presentation.
Well, that's good. Y'all load up y'all questions right now, and you can do the presentation. And if they have any other questions outside of that, we can go from there. So this would be great. Um,
Awesome.
and let me pull that up. Here you go. All right. All right, Frank, you got control of this. You got it. Can you move it?
Yeah, let me see. Yep.
There you go.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. All right. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. We are here to introduce you an investment opportunity that's not just financial returns, but it's actually reconnecting with your heritage, building legacy towards financial freedom, and owning a stake in one of the most beautiful and profitable resorts in Ghana. So, so there has been a lot of growing demand in real estate in Ghana, mainly due to the whole year of return. A lot of the aspirants are returning back, and when they return back, one of the things that they are realizing is Ghana is not cheap. So whatever savings that they had 6 months, a year, 2 years, and it just run out. And normally with Ghana, the work that they do there, you may not be able to do it. So there has been a growing demand for passive income. Imagine having something that brings you income. You don't have to worry about money. So that's why we want to shift the mindset towards legacy and also financial independence. A lot of people may think, oh, I want to build my own mansion in Africa, or I want to build this particular house in Africa, but then it becomes liability because you rarely use it, and it just and if anybody who wants a property, there's always something breaking, and then you have to fix it. So the goal here is, we want people to kind of think towards legacy and have, to have financial freedom. So, um, so this is where we tell people that you can own a piece of the motherland and build generational wealth for yourself. Our slogan is where pure joy meets endless happiness, and Black Star Resort is a five-star destination resort, and our main goal is to give exclusive experiences to our customers. So just to go over why invest in Ghana. So one of the things that is booming in Ghana is the tourism industry. So 2019, as I talked about, the year of return, was over 1 million, 1.1 million people went to Ghana, and then COVID hit. It's only about 300,000. Then after that, a lot of people started coming. So in 2024, it was almost 1.3 million. Out of that 1.3 million, Ghana made $4.8 billion just from tourism
Hmm.
spending in Ghana. So the money is there for anybody who do something to capture that diasporan um, population. And then also where the resort is actually suited in a really nice place. It's about 75 minutes to 90 minutes from the airport. It's also 2 hours from Elmina Castle. Basically, that's where most of the slave trade occurred. So most people want to go there, see their history, listen to how things happen at Elmina Castle. So this is basically, this is not just a vacation home that you own in Africa. This is actually a business that you are getting yourself into, and with this business, it's it's automated, hands off income, and you get to enjoy luxury hospitality. So now let's go over the business model, which I think is very simple. Basically, you buy a unit, you rent it out to guests like any hotel. You earn 80% of the revenue that comes in. The projected internal rate of return is about 35% to 55%. And then your payback period. So whatever money you put in, your payback period is about 3 years. Normally, we tell people give yourself 3 to 5 years because we know in business there's hiccups, but it's a 3 to 5 years you make your, the initial investment that you put in back, and which we are going to go over the numbers how you make it back. So this is where we say let your money work while you keep building. One of the things that normally we do is, especially being young, you feel like you could, the work is always going to be there, but it's going to get to a time that you know you want to move, but the body is not moving with you. So we want to make sure we keep building. As I was saying before, Warren Buffett said, if you don't find ways to make money, you work until you die. So that to me has resonate a lot with me, trying to find different ways or different type of businesses or income stream so that I don't have to work for the rest of my life. So why is this different? This is real ownership. Professional management team will manage it like Marriott and other, professional hotel management team. And also you get real deed. You get a real title. Basically, you could sell it if you don't want to. After years, you made a couple of money or something happened, you could always sell. It's an asset that you could sell, or you could pass on to your kids. And also, as I was talking about, we have transparent governance. So every 6 months, we go over the numbers to make sure everything makes sense and get the team to contribute on in different ways that we can also improve. And then basically, you also get a luxury vacation for life. And some people may choose to actually stay there, for good. They retire, they want to come stay there. They could also come and stay there too. So there's different ways that you could spend this property that you own. So here, as you could see, we have villas and also the hotel portion. The hotel portion is not, it would take about 4 years to complete. The first phase that we actually build in is we call it the entertainment center or the villas. So we have a couple of villas. Out of these villas, the ones you see, there's 35 units in them. And this is where in the middle section, um, this is where we are going to have, entertainment. We're going to have different type of weddings and other things. We have a stage for any kind of thing going on. We have two restaurants. We have one restaurant here, and then also we have another restaurant in front of the beach. And the hotel itself also have about three restaurants. So with this, we have already started. We broke ground in July. Started building this front property, and basically with this we will finish in July 2027. That's when people will start making money from it. So here we want people to be able to envision themselves, being part
I can
of
see it.
this resort. And then also knowing that even if I'm not here, somebody's there and paying me. So basically, regardless, you are gaining something from this resort. And so here is the restaurant at the bottom, which connects the hotel section and then also the villa section. And then this are a couple of the renderings. So most of the villas, you have your own private pool, your garden area. You could kind of sit, have private, family meetings and other things. If you don't want to be part of the noise, the backyard is there for you. So with this, I'll just go over the different type of villas that we have as the first phase that we are building. So the first phase, this is the studio bedroom. This one is just like any hotel room. If you go to a hotel room, you have either your king size bed or the two double queen. So basically, this is just regular. It's 450 square feet for the room. And then, as I said, all of this comes furnished. So this is how the room is gonna look. This is your standard room overlooking at the water, and then also this is your standard bathroom.
Ooh, that's standard.
Right. That's amazing.
Right.
And
Beautiful.
then we do have the duplex villa. So the duplex villa is mainly like here, we have a townhouses. At the bottom, you have your living room and your kitchen, and then on the top floor, you have your bedroom. So two bedroom on the top floor. So this is the open concept um, living room and kitchen. You have your powder room also here, and then you have your bedroom on the top floor.
Mm.
And then we do have simplest villa. So the simplest villa is mainly you have your living room, kitchen, bedroom, all in the same unit. This is mainly for our older folks that cannot or don't like to climb the stairs or don't
Mhm.
have ability to go up. And basically this is for them too. So currently this is the one that we are building first. So you have your kitchen, your living room, kitchen. Behind the kitchen, there's a bedroom, and then on the right hand side there's another bedroom. So this bedroom basically, as you can see, is overlooking at the water, and also you have your ensuite bathroom. So this is the bathroom that comes with it. You have your tub, you have your shower, and then also your vanity. So this is the presidential suite, which is going to be a four-bedroom villa. So three-bedroom on the second floor with your balcony, and then also you have one bedroom on the first floor. So one of the things that actually got me excited about this particular project is where the area is going. And to me, for any investment that I do, I look at the future of the place that I'm investing, that my property that I have will hold value, and it will hold value because of this project. So there's also other investors who own 300 acres of this land. They have golf course, and they have started building a city around there. So
Mm.
with this city, what it's going to bring is bring a wave of people coming there to enjoy. And when they come, you will be able to appreciate the property that we have, and then also have more activities for people to do. So if one, let's say somebody decide to be part of this, what do they get from this? What are the perks that become an owner? So obviously become an owner of a beachfront resort and get first priority to book your stay. So anytime you want to come, hey Frank, or Black Star, come in this day, we block it for you. And
Mhm.
also hassle free management, never have to worry about maintenance fee or monthly fee like Airbnb. I mean, how do you call it? Timeshare, and every
Mhm.
year you have to pay, even if you go or you don't go. This one you don't have to pay because the guests they're paying for you. And
Mhm.
normally, what we also do, um, we have a 10% escrow account. And basically the 10% escrow account, because this is a resort already furnished, we want to make sure we have enough money in a bucket, just so that in case something breaks on, or the TV breaks or something happens,
Mhm.
you use that to revitalize the resort. So we always have money in the bank to be able to kind of work on keeping it as a 5 star. And then, as we talked about, you have 3 to 5 years payback on your initial investment, which we are going to go over the numbers. Also, you get to create a legacy for your family to make a lasting impact on your financial freedom. You get passive income every quarter for the rest of your life. Also, you may also retire in Ghana and knowing that there's going to be income coming in.
Mhm.
um Also, you can be part of the movement. So one of the things, and this is not only just a result but a movement to bring diaspora to Ghana for an exclusive experience filled with luxury living, rich culture, and delicious food. So one of the mission for this resort is go to different places, Europe, the Caribbeans, US, different places, bring diaspora to Ghana, let them see basically where they are from, their home, and then be able to experience what Ghana has to offer, or Africa in general has to offer. Kind of to be part of this, basically it's 5,000. You could secure a spot, say, hey Frank, I want this spot. It's 5,000, and then basically I will spread over, the other payment, or come up with a certain amount of payment that will work for me to be able to own this.
Mhm.
And then one of the beautiful thing is also us being a U.S. citizen, or even yes, U.S. citizen, we get tax advantage, meaning that this business is a we call something called SPV, special purpose vehicle, but it allows us that the income and the expenses in Ghana, we could bring it back to the U.S. You could use it for your taxes to gain more refund.
Excuse me.
Hmm.
So, and then we do have self-financing as we are talking about, and then also we have fractional ownership. So somebody may say, "Hey, I don't have the whole money, but I want to do it in chunk. I want to own part of it. I want to own
Hmm.
50,000 of it," and then you would divide, and then you get the residuals from that part that you own. And then, excuse me. Also, we have the 24 months, 2 years free interest payment, 10% down, or you could do 60 months, 4% with interest, 20% down. And then when it comes to mortgages, we have one with Access Bank, First National Bank, and then Central One Lending Group. That's a U.S. company that they say they lend to people who want to own properties in Ghana.
Hmm.
So this is where basically you make your money and also the cost of each unit. So it ranges from 150,000 all the way to 750,000, which is the presidential suite. So basically the two bedrooms are 350, the presidential one are 750, and then the king size is 150. So how do you make money? Go ahead. You had a
I was just about to say, like, wow, just the fact that there is an entry point of $150,000 for one of these units is actually insane. So this is actually very affordable for anybody that understands the market in Ghana. I mean, this is very reasonable to ask for beachfront property. Like you can't find this nowhere in the United States anywhere to find
Yeah.
two bedroom suite for 350,000 that's overlooking the ocean with all the
Yeah.
amenities that you have. So yeah, this is incredible.
Thank you. And then with this too, how you make money. So as we talked about, so we have so we did a study in Ghana, the 4 to 5 star resort. The occupancy rate was 60 to 70%. So
Mm,
basically, we just used the 60%, and the average daily rate, which I was telling you, there's already other resorts there. Which
mhm,
when I was doing my feasibility study, they were charging that much. So basically, it's 268 per night. So let's say you pay your 20% room management fee to manage it. Basically, you get 215 $15 per night. And if you do the 60% occupancy in 3 years, the first year you make 47,000, second year is 48,000, third year is 49,000. So this is when we're saying that
mm,
if with a 60% in 3 years, you make your initial investment back. So let's say we started and first year we got 40% and
mhm,
50% and then 60%. So we are saying that give yourself 5 years and you make your initial investment back.
mhm,
So that's where the numbers are coming from to make sure that, to me, any investment that I'm doing, I want to make sure when do I get my initial investment back and the rest is on the house. And to
mhm,
me, if you could give yourself 5 years to kind of get that money back, and then the rest is like literally just playing with the house money, and then you could always sell it to kind of get your, basically double your money because you just made let's say 5 years you made your 150, and then you sold it for like 160. Now in the 6 7 years, you already made 300,000.
right. Wow.
And then basically here too, this is the second phase. So with this one, it's gonna take a little bit longer, as we talked about. It's 4 years
Mhm,
for us to complete this. So the first phase is starting from 99,000, and then basically goes all the way to we have a penthouse. So with the penthouse goes to $1 million. Penthouse, we have you have a 4 bedroom penthouse, You have your own infinity pool. You have
Mm.
a terrace that you can entertain people, bring people. Kind of, you have a jacuzzi. Basically, you have a butler. You have all that stuff.
Excuse, sir, you say a butler?
Yes, yes.
Jeffrey?
Jeffrey.
'Cause it comes with it. It comes with it.
Wow. That's
So
incredible.
yeah, that is that's the that's the best of the best out there. So
Right.
um, but yeah, if you have any questions, we could definitely go through any questions that you have, and then we can talk through it.
Okay. Uh, I'm gonna be honest. You sold me. You sold me. I need to go and save up my coin, man. Because, um, I believe one of my dreams is to own a property in Africa, and looking at. I've been looking at Ghana. I've been looking at Kenya, South Africa, a couple other countries and stuff like that. But Ghana always has like that specialness about it. I think that year of return really just activated so many diasporans to like even look at
Yes.
the continent, to look at the continent in the first place. And I did get a chance to visit Ghana. I was there in
Nice.
2021 as well, and
Oh, okay.
I was in Accra. I went to the Volta region. I went to stay at a resort over there. I went to
Nice.
Cape Coast Castle, Elamina Castle, and I just told myself, like, you know
Nice.
what, I can see myself here. This
Yes.
this is this looks like just an incredible opportunity. And we actually got a question from our guy Alvin here. This is a good question. He said, "Is this the best first time? Is this best for first time investors, and why?"
Yes, the reason why it's best for first time investors is normally in Ghana, one of the things that is always some type of land dispute. So this is where you have free and clear, it's a group that you are dealing with. You are not just going and then somebody will collect your money or whatever. The business we do have both in US and also in Ghana. So in case of anything, of course you could sue. The business is still also still here, and then also you have a face to connect with. And
Hmm.
basically, I mean, my family's here. I live there. Of course, I go back and forth to make sure the project is going well. But definitely, I think this is the first time you could kind of dip your toe, see what you could own, and once you own it and see the returns, then you could see the opportunities that Africa in general has to offer. One of the things that anytime I'm in Africa, because there are so many different issues in Africa in general, there's also so much opportunities. Because
Yes.
like most of the time when I'm in Ghana, I'm like, this whatever business that you have in the US, you could just plug and play. You don't have to reinvent the wheel. Like literally just pick any business. Like even if I go to one of my kids play my children the play, you know how they have all this place, and other thing. You could just pick
Hmm.
whatever from US and then
Hmm.
invest in there, and the money is just it's there. People are willing to pay. They need something. So to me, this is something to kind of get in. You're getting it with a team, and then once you get your foot wet and go there a couple of times, now you could actually see the different opportunities that lies there.
Yeah, and I just want to agree with you on that too, because I know a lot of people are scared to invest, especially if they're out of the country, investing and stuff like that. There's a lot of horror stories from people being scammed out of their money or them buying land that they don't actually own, that somebody else owns it and stuff like that. So, this gives you that opportunity that this is a whole community setup. Like, is you're
Yep.
not alone in this project. So, that gives me a level of comfortability. And also shout out to Will K as well too. He said, "Is it Goma Feta? Is that how you pronounce it?"
Yeah, go more fete. That's why it is. Go more
Okay.
fete.
He said it's a hidden gem. A lot of five-star resorts are under construction over there right now. So, one
Awesome.
thing that one thing I really think is like an easy way to like invest is to always look for anchoring institutions. And you did the exact same thing. You see this big project that's coming where they're building their own, city and stuff like that, and you already have tested, other resorts and markets that are working as well too. So
Mhm.
this makes complete sense. to invest in, and seems like you're in the a good spot, a good hot spot right there. So
Yes, yes.
yeah.
And then, as I said, to me, it's you have to do your visibility study and see kind
Mhm.
of what is there, how, you know, what's the daily rates and other things. Once you see that, because I mean, even here, when I'm investing in here, as I said, downtown,
Mhm.
one thing I love about Baltimore, and
Let's talk
people
about
may,
it.
one thing I love about Baltimore is like the 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 properties, you
Hmm.
could put value in it. You could
Yeah,
put, and then the rentals are much higher compared to,
exactly.
let's say, DC. Okay,
Hmm.
so if you go to DC, the price is so high, and
Hmm.
the rentals is small. Okay,
Right.
because
Hmm.
me, I'm more into passive income, so I
Yep.
want somewhere I can get it for a little bit cheap, but then the rentals is high for me to get that monthly income.
Hmm.
So to me, it all depends on the angle that you are going
Yep.
for.
Absolutely. And it seems like, this is the perfect time to get into Ghana as well too. Like it's not too late. I mean, there's a lot
Yes,
of I see a lot of investors. I mean, I know you probably heard of Earn Your Leisure and their
yes.
their project
Hmm.
out there as well too. And just the Turkish are out there, the Chinese are out there, everybody's out
Hmm.
there. So,
Yeah.
you know, we can very much the diasporans and the Ghanaian people can all be, a part of this as well too. And why should we let other people profit and make money and
Hmm.
and get all the success from Ghana instead of the Ghanaian people or the people that came from Ghana? You know,
Correct.
um,
Yeah.
what is your thoughts on? Because I've heard that some people like during Daddy December that they can
Hmm.
make up their whole like mortgage in a year off
Right.
off
Yeah.
off of the Daddy December season. So when you're doing your
Oh
pricing and
yeah.
stuff like that, do you automatically like adjust prices based off of clearly December is a hot time in Ghana where everybody wants to go. Do you automatically update prices and stuff like that?
Yeah, so yeah, the goal, so the ones I'll give is more of an average. So one of the things is
Hmm.
in December, because most of the places are filled up, your price will be much higher. It just
Yeah.
like, it's just like how different hotels here prices it. Depending on
Mhm.
demand, you kind of increase it really high, especially in December. You make most of your money there, and then let's say summertime over there, it's, a lot of people don't go there, so basically, then you reduce the price to be able to kind of get people to come in there. But during the high season, kind of increase it because the demand is always going to be there. I mean, business is just supply and demand. So, look at the numbers and see how you could look at the wave that is coming, adjust accordingly.
Yeah.
All of this stuff, you have systems that help you kind of gauge the wave.
Yeah. Um, man, like I said, I'm so Top Hill. We got to come out there and take a look at this for ourselves, man. We got to
But
come and
yeah,
check
during
it out.
December, you may make a lot of money.
Yeah, yeah. We would
Yes,
love to.
definitely. Anytime you're in Ghana, as I said, you know, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. It's a little bit of a
I
lag,
say
so
that.
you can go ahead.
No, I would say that, you can come and check it out. I think that would be great. I think one of the things, we also update our Instagram very frequently, so to kind of keep update with us is Black Star Resort. If and go there, all the building or activities that we are doing, we kind of put it on there, so you kind of know the stage where we at and everything. So we want to make sure transparency is key for actually for me. I want to make sure everybody, is safe and they know what their money is doing at each stage of of the project.
Yeah. Um, did you partner with any other people as well too to like help with this project, or any other investors or anything like that?
I'm sorry, say that again.
I said, do you have any like other partners that work with you on this project?
Yes.
Mhm.
Yes, I do. So even the architect is an equity owner. So the architect, he's actually my friend back, 20 years ago. We both
Mhm.
grew up Bronx, New York. Now he works
Mhm.
for a big firm in New York and basically build hotels and other things. So He's a partner in this. He designed all this stuff. We also have two investors. I have um, two investors. One is a lawyer who's also on this, and then we have sold about five already. So
Oh
on the
wow,
first phase, which is going to be 35 units.
wow,
Ooh.
that's awesome. And the completion date you guys are pushing for is in 2027. What um
Yeah, yep. July 2027. So the goal here is for us to be able to finish the resort building itself in December of 2026.
mhm.
However, we need 6 months to kind of make sure we got everything ready. So we tell people, 2027, July 2027, give ourselves 6 months because with construction, there could be delays and stuff. I'd rather um over deliver than under deliver.
Right.
Very smart, very smart. Because and this happens even in America. Like even with the
Yes.
big investors here, like it's it's challenging to always hit those numbers and goals and stuff like
Hmm.
that. But you know, it's not just like, oh, it's an Africa thing. No, like this is just a real estate thing. This is
Yeah,
anywhere in
this
the
just
world.
yep,
Yeah.
basically.
All right, Alvin, we got another question right here.
So
You said, "What's the minimum and maximum investor exit period, and what is the exit procedure?"
so it depends on, so if you come in as a limited partner to exit, basically just sell your unit. And then basically the equity partners, we do have a first pass of refusal. So basically we say, okay, this is what, well, this is how much. And then they say, no, I already have a buyer who, is going to pay me X amount of money. Okay, great. You sell it to that person. So that's your exit. And then when it comes to equity partners, so with equity partners, there's different ways that someone can exit. One of them is, we could reevaluate the whole project and see how much it costs and the equity that you own. We could refinance it, get the money, and kind of give your money back to you, depending on how much you have. One of the things, or as an equity partners, we may be able to, exit the whole project.
Hmm.
So there are different ways that someone can exit, but majority of the goal here is to keep it for more of a long term to get residual income. But anyone can decide to exit based on the equity that they have. And let's say if someone owns about 20% and they want to exit, it's so high, then we may have to go refinance the project. Because one of the things is once the project is done, the whole thing is going to be paid for. So we wouldn't have to be owning loans and other things like that. So it's easy to refinance, let the bank hold, and then be able to pay people that want to exit at an early stage.
Okay, that's a great question. All right, man.
What? Oh, sorry.
The PP Bob in the chat. Chat the PP Bob. Um, all right. Man, Frank, I can't thank you enough for coming on here and blessing us with your time and sharing with our audience this amazing project that you have going on in Ghana. I'm extremely excited to see this in person, and it definitely will be following up on it. Carmen, do you have any other questions for him?
I
Or anything?
do.
Yeah, let's go. Hmm.
So after hearing your story and your mission, what would you want your audience or this audience to feel after hearing about your project?
No, good question. I think I mean, to me, the feeling is you have to have some type of belonging when it comes to the continent itself, especially having our president. um, you have to have
Yeah.
some type of belonging and knowing that you have a place to go, and not only that, you have a place, a lineage, that connects you to, let's say, Africa in general, but to have something that give you passive income, I think it's a wonderful thing to do. So you kind of having two things at the same time, having you know, financial freedom at the same time. You have some type of legacy that you have built that you could pass on to your kids.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. We got another question as well too. He said, "Who legally owns the land and buildings? The companies, individuals, or a trust?"
So currently, I bought the land in my name. We is in the process to transfer it to the business name, so
Mhm.
it'll be in the business name. But as you said, that's something that we can, um, you know, look into it in the future, put it in a trust.
Okay. Yeah. And does I'm assuming does like a trust like work the same out there in Ghana than it
Yes.
does in the U.S. So
Yep. Yep.
uh, very
They
nice.
have different type. Yep.
Great questions. Yeah, I talk to the audience, and they be thinking, you know what I mean? They
No,
yeah,
this is
smart.
great. This is great questions. Yeah. Great questions. Because yeah, even not, you know, like with the trust, I didn't think about that, but now like my mind is going, oh yeah, that would be good. Let
Yeah,
me go and explore that portion of things, how we could actually put it in the trust.
yeah. But the smart thing is like you got the land as early as you could, right? So then
Hmm.
you can start making the moves from there.
Yeah, yeah. Now it's about just, you know, transferring to, you know, different
Hmm.
holders. So
Yeah. All right. Well, Frank, like, where can the people learn more about Black Star Royal Resort? How can they connect with you and your team, and how if they're interested, where do they go? You go
sure.
ahead and let them know.
So a couple of things. So I would say, I mean, if you're on Instagram, Um, you could follow us at Black Star Resort. Over there, you could book a one-on-one call to ask more questions. You know, I could talk to you one-on-one to go over any question that you have, kind of go over the presentation. If you didn't understand a certain portion of things, I can go over it. And you could book a call just from there. We have a currently on the bio section that you could just go and click. You also have a website, www.blackstarresort.com. You can also go learn more about the project, and then also we on, you know, the different type of uh, social media, LinkedIn, you know, all the different types. We are also, you could also send us an email at info@blackstarresort.com. So different ways that you can reach us.
Awesome, man. I want to thank you again for joining us today.
My pleasure.
This was a lot of fun, man, and yeah. Anything else you want to leave with the people?
um, it was just a pleasure to meet you, and I cannot wait to visit myself.
Right.
I'll be there. We'll be there.
We will be there.
Awesome, Carmen. I would love to have you guys there. I think it would be a good um um way to get there, because I seen the renders and other things, and actually being there and actually being in the room, I think it would be really cool.
I was gonna say
Absolutely.
we got to do a Top Hill video out of there. Like we got to be the first tour,
Oh yeah, yeah. We
the
gotta do.
Top Hill
We
tour.
could do a tour for you. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Yeah. All right. Well,
All right.
ladies and gentlemen, that is Dr. Frank Acheampong. Thank you so much once again. Round of applause for him.
Thank you.
All right.
All
And
right. Stop sharing.
yeah, and Frank, we're about to get we're about to get into our second half of the show. You're welcome to stay if you like, you know what I mean? And
Okay.
if not, then we'll chop it up at a later time.
All right. Sounds great. Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you guys for having me. I really enjoyed this. This was great. Thank you for giving me the platform to kind of share what I'm doing. So appreciate you guys.
absolutely, man.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Well, you enjoy the rest of your night. Thank you once again, man, and have a good night.
You too. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, top it was yeah, man. Right on there. Well, I could buy. We could just hell yeah. Hold up. Hold up. Let me fix this up real quick. I gotta figure out how we're gonna do this because I can only do audio from one of these tabs. So
What?
yeah. Hold on. Let me see. A round of applause. Round of applause. Y'all hear that? Shout out to PP Bob. He said, "I hear Ghana is hot, a humid like Big Mama Savannah, Georgia." Facts. Ghanaian men are soft spoken. No wonder Black U.S. women are attached to these dudes. Oh my god.
I think there's some truth to that.
Yeah, that yeah. I would say, yeah, I couldn't miss this. Shout out, yeah, man. Shout out to Alvin, man. He had some really great questions in here as well too. Appreciate it. Um, all right. Um, the show goes on, man. The show goes. What time is it? Hold on. I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play some tunes real quick, and I'm gonna get the second half of the show together for you guys. All right. If you guys have any other questions, for us, definitely let us know. He said, "We back on the ratchet stuff after Nerdy Monday." Hey, look, man, we gotta throw in some knowledge every
Yeah.
now and then, man. We gotta learn about investing, getting some money on generational wealth. You know what I mean? Like it can't be always about the,
Listen,
you know
don't
what I
forget
mean?
about the program.
Facts, man. Like you see what's going on in this country, man. We ain't no time to just like we don't got time to just be
We're gonna laugh and kiki once we get over there.
yeah, exactly. We be drinking up margaritas, looking over the water like that shit ghetto over there.
Okay.
Oh man.
Once the one way ticket is booked.
Facts. All right, man. Hey. That buddy talking about he might bring Drake on stage in the Super Bowl. That would be interesting.
Never like said it just like, oh, you couldn't do this. If you get it right, you got this. Right. It's like,
Jay-Z not gonna run that city. So that's that. I mean, you're doing all right. You're doing good so far. You got the book.
like, yeah, let me.
Oh my god. Rocking those tie-dye hoodies don't disappoint. Yeah, man. Matter of fact, shout out to support black colleges. You know what I mean? And happy G-Ho to North Carolina A&T, North Carolina Agricultural and Technical State University. If I might add, man. Shout out to the Aggies, bro.
Lightning. But
Shout out to Thor. That's so hard though. I ain't gonna lie. That's so tough.
it depends. I like that stuff is cool. Yeah,
Bro. Um, all right, so I got 4 videos. I think we'll be able to tackle 3 of them. So we got our guy right here. What we could do is city on Ethiopia. That would be dope. Yeah, this is the Black American side.
okay, perfect.
Then this was really good. I ain't gonna lie, I already watched it, but I was like, this is we gotta talk about this. Yeah, I mean this is really good. All right, we're gonna start off with this.
Oh, trying to look you wanted to start off.
Which,
Lord one.
but sure.
Actually, I mean,
I figure like Laura gonna
Super
wake us
ambitious
up.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like
yeah. End off on the serious note. And then,
uh-huh.
all right, cool. All right, cool, cool. Of course, I gotta go to the bathroom now.
Oh, my goodness. I
Hmm?
need to write that down for you. Gee, that's nasty. Let's just retire things with no like
Oh
even.
yeah, yeah. I told him he said he's gonna be here.
Oh,
So I
okay,
gotta
real
go.
quick. You was drinking like twice. You like, what happened?
Yeah, when he gets out, I was telling him to his face. I said, "Look, don't drink it in one
Be
setting."
cautious.
I should have put a warning label on it. That's what I should have did. Put a sticker.
Because you really didn't know what you do.
Right. Oh yeah. I want to be juicing a pumpkin soon too. Yeah. I might bring it on Monday actually on my birthday.
That might be my next person. That I can't figure out. I think the guy with the photo code.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I can show. I'll show you through the one I have cost 550.
That's why I was like, maybe it's from the guy. Maybe it's promo code. It's already produced.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah.
That'd be a good start.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yep, you can do that. And then I gotta get you this too. Like I learned so much about TikTok shop. I'm about to I found a couple of other YouTube on TikTok shop that actually like do it. A brand actually reached out to me that wanted me to do comparison videos. And they're sending me a bunch of free samples from a bunch of different brands and stuff. So yeah, so I'm my TikTok about to I'm about to see what TikTok. Come buy this powder, huh? I did it. All right, guys, we'll be right back. You said the audio is low. Yeah, oh yeah, my bad. Can y'all hear us on the mic? Okay, while the music is playing, let me know. Check, check, check.
MC Hammer was a gangster if you didn't know. So okay, that's a compliment. Thank you.
Alvin said Carmen needs to travel to Africa this year. Stay tuned. PT Bob said, "What happened to Florida AT&T? You mean Florida A&M? He's hilarious. Carmen rocking her neck like this. And now, okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay, I'll be right back, guys.
Did you guys miss me? I miss you guys. I feel like it's been forever. I'm back. I'm back. I believe it. Tell him come get me. I think I should be. I think I'm a pretty good guy. It's not like earlier than 10 a.m. But yeah. Hello? 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 I don't know. I thought it was that. It's still low. What? Oh God. Has it been like that the whole time? My audio is clear. Hello? 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 Check, check.
Are y'all trolling Carmen? Be nice.
No.
I'm not gonna like that. I have to do this. I might have to do this. All right, all right, all right. Um, double check. Do mic check real quick, Carmen.
Check, check, check. Can y'all people hear me? Can you hear me?
Mine does sound a lot louder and clearer. Oh, they said you're perfect now.
Oh,
Okay. you about to let it go. You about to let it off, man. All right, guys. We are back for part 2, and the stream didn't even cut off. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about going over to the other side, but I was like, you know what, I like this side better. It's on smooth sailing. I just gotta figure out some of the other, things, but you know, yeah, we'll be good. All right, guys, welcome again to the Top Hill Live. As you know, I'm your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, aka Imani Raw, and we got the official Carmen in the building.
That's me.
And I just want to give another round of applause to our guy, Dr. Frank, man, in the Black Star Royal Resort. That was a lot of fun. That was good. I love collaborating and meeting up with other people who are doing big things and stuff like that, and especially on the continent as well too. So to see his story, where he came from, what he started, all the hard work that he put in to create that resort, is really really dope to see and inspiring. So yeah. Um, you guys know we're gonna give you guys a good show tonight, man. We got a couple of things to get into, but the first thing, man, the only Christopher we acknowledge is Wallace. You know what I mean? Happy Indigenous People Day. Round of applause. Oh, yeah, man. I don't care what the people are saying, man. It's we gotta give. It should definitely be official holiday
It
for
should
the
be a
people
federal
of this.
holiday.
Yeah,
Like,
it's like, kind of like a no brainer,
not on Cheeto's watch.
right?
Not on Mr. Cheeto's watch.
You know, one thing about I know it's about our people too. Like, we don't always make it about us too. You know, we always root for the other people as well too, that get it. Like, I was all over Black Threads and Twitter and stuff like that, and the fact that there was so much commotion about Bad Bunny and him performing at the Super Bowl. And
Personally, I was excited. I was like,
yeah,
yes.
yeah, I was like, that's lit. I was like, this makes actually perfect sense. Like, he's like a perfect candidate
Yeah.
to perform at the Super Bowl. But of course, the people who are upset because he pretty much said he's not going to do anything in English. You got 4 months to get ready.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think also, like, there's a large part of it is like ignorance. Like,
Yeah.
There's people who aren't aware that Puerto Rico is part of the United States.
Right.
It's U.S. territory.
Anybody born in Puerto Rico is a U.S. citizen.
Including Bad Bunny.
Exactly. So yeah, why the hell not? Like, we're not just going to, we're only repping the states. Like, we got territory too. So
Por
yeah.
favor!
So yeah.
This is patriotic!
I was like, man, they more mad at Bad Bunny than they was Kendrick Lamar. I was like, I mean, we're an hour in. So.
That's one thing. But a goddamn mixed Hispanic Negroes.
Oh my God.
I love Puerto Rico. You will hear me shout it from the rooftops. I love Puerto Rico. So like, I was ecstatic. And like, even when I was just there this past year, like for my birthday, when I went on the tour, like, the guide was saying, like, Puerto Rico, we're like the mutts. Like, they're mixed with a little bit of everything. That's why, like, there's no one Puerto Rican look. Like, not all Puerto Ricans just look a certain type of way.
Yeah.
And they definitely embrace their African culture.
Yeah, they do.
And the roots there.
Right.
So I just thought that was so beautiful. And I think I'm just excited for this show.
Yeah, me too. And the fact that you have a group saying they're going to boycott that and like create their own halftime show is hilarious to me. But but yeah, congratulations to Bad Bunny. He's only 31. Man, congratulations to Bad Bunny. Really, really dope. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing the Super Bowl halftime performance. I rock with Bad Bunny, man. Music is a vibe for sure. And to see what he did for
He's really a
Puerto
chill
Rico,
dude.
yeah, and he's like
And like when I was
really
out there, like
entertaining.
all the Puerto Rican, they'll tell you like he can be walking around in a hoodie, you would not know it's him. He's so alias, but
Mhm.
he comes and visits and like I think resides out there. I'm not sure, but
Yeah, let me see
I
here.
only hear great things about this man.
And what he did, because he did something kind of unprecedented as well too. I know we're having a whole Bad Bunny segment right now, y'all. This is impromptu, but let me see here. Um, Bad Bunny. All right. So Bad Bunny did a residency in Puerto Rico. So instead of him touring the United States or anything like that, he was afraid that like ICE agents or people would be discriminated for going to his shows and stuff like that. So what he did was he said, "Okay, I'm going to park myself in Puerto Rico. Anybody that wants to come to come see my concert has to come here." And that itself has estimated ranging between 200 to over $400 million in revenue.
When I tell
Um,
you, I told you, he was
mhm.
out there for my birthday.
Yeah.
I've never seen that many people in my life.
Yeah, it's
Like
insane.
when like it was like not just one area.
Yeah,
This is the whole city.
yeah,
It's shoulder to shoulder
right.
everywhere.
That's insane. That's insane, man. So like,
But I felt so safe.
yeah, yeah. I remember walking around Puerto Rico. I don't know what the crime is like over there, um, but yeah, I
Like
felt safe
when I
as well
tell you,
too. Yeah.
I walk around there like safely, like 3 in the
Mm-hmm.
morning, 4 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody outside, people outside, don't matter. Like
Yeah. It's a
just hell yeah.
yeah. You know, we probably blend right there. They like, they like, I know they were speaking to me in Spanish. They were like, "Ah, lo siento." But yeah, but once again, congratulations to Bad Bunny, man. Congratulations. All right. Let's get into the first video, man. In honor of in honor of Indigenous People Day, man. I actually had this video queued up for a very long time and have never gotten to it. And I was like, this will probably be the
Perfect
the
time.
perfect time to get to it. Shout out to the Yarbros.
In the 70s.
I love their videos, man. They do extremely great work, great editing, um, and have some really really informative videos as well too. Um, so this video is entitled "The Black American Tribe They Tried to Hide." Now, to all of my FBA brothers and sisters out there, you know, salute, shout out to y'all. Uh, I believe two things could be true, man. I believe two things could be true. Were there black people already in America before the Europeans came over? Yes. Were there Africans taken from Africa and brought to the West, America, the Caribbean, and South America? Yes. Like two things could be true because I'm also like the Native Americans were already trading with African people. That's for one. And then for two, if the Native American person looked more black or had more black features, they automatically changed them into Negro and then put them in the fields with the rest of us. That's just what happened. You know what I mean? But um
I can't verify this one.
yeah.
Oh, they're the niggers.
But
I just thought.
oh my god. But yeah, I'm trying to think of some other things I would say without trying to get canceled. But because my intrusive thoughts, we gotta get a Patreon on. But anyway, there's too much. There's too much history. There's too many breadcrumbs to say that Africans were not brought to the Americas. It's literally impossible. I've been to Cape Coast. I've been to Elmina. I've been to Goree Island. I haven't been to Goree Island. I've been to Stone Town, in Zanzibar. I see the castles that they built. I mean, even learning that Jamestown, Virginia, in America, there's a Jamestown in Ghana, like this, because that was that the ports for them going back and forth and stuff like that. This is too much. The culture, like the connection between Jamaica and Ghana, like it's just or Brazil and Angola, like it's just too much.
Where was the other Jamestown guy
Mhm.
that with the Kool-Aid?
What? Cool.
Yeah,
Uh,
Jim Jones,
what?
or was it Jonestown?
Jamestown? Jonestown? What are you talking about?
Jim Jones.
Jim Joe Baller?
Drink the.
Like we fly high, no lie. I know this.
Oh my
Like,
God!
what does Jim do? What does Jim do with this?
The other Jim Jones.
There's another Jim Jones? I don't know who the other
Buddy!
one.
The James, I thought it was Jamestown Massacre in
Oh.
Africa. The white man with the church. He drank the Kool-Aid. He killed everybody.
What the hell?
Come on,
Oh,
bruh, Monty. I know you're not. He said Jim Jones.
Jim Jones murdered. That's gonna be something
Jim
else.
Jones Massacre. Jonestown, maybe.
Jim Jones Massacre. Now, if Jim Jones has a song called Massacre, we're in trouble. 900 people in Jonestown Agricultural Commune
Ghana.
in Guyana.
Guyana. Okay.
Okay. In November 18th, 1978, the event was orchestrated by the charismatic cult leader Jim
People
Jones.
say don't drink the Kool-Aid.
Okay. Okay. I think we'll remember us talking about this cult like a little
It
bit.
was Jonestown, not
Yeah.
Jamestown.
Jonestown.
Okay.
And Guyana's in South America, right?
No.
Yeah. Guyana?
No, it's definitely in Africa.
No, Guyana? South America, yeah.
What?
Yeah, it's in South America.
Oh my God, I'm living on a different timeline. I swear, like they went to Africa.
Mm-mm. It was here in South America, Guyana. Mm-hmm.
No, I'm
Mhm.
living on a different timeline. I'm not like
Right by Venezuela. Mm-hmm.
I specifically remember.
You probably saw Guyana and probably was thinking Ghana or Guinea.
Oh, it was a bunch of black people. Like
Guyana's got black people.
yeah, but it was all black people, and it looked like they
We were here first. We were there. The indigenous people of black, you know what I mean? Yeah, we were there.
Okay. Well, this is news to me.
Oh
I
my
thought they
God.
were in Africa.
Mm-mm.
Well, good, they weren't.
But still not good. It
No,
happened.
Protect sacred land.
Yeah, rest in peace to all the people
Yes.
harmed in that tragic situation. All right.
Bugs Bunny.
Low-key Bugs Bunny. Hey, shout out to Bugs Bunny, man.
Right? Is that a good thing?
We're gonna take this one.
I would.
All right. I'm gonna read the comments before we start. He said Africans traded from very long ago, even with Indians and Arabs. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Africans were master shipbuilders. I mean, if you just look at the stream in the Atlantic Ocean, like it literally will take you from Africa straight to the Americas. So like they've been doing that for a long time.
I wish we knew the story of the first voyage.
Yeah. I mean, the Egyptians, I mean, there's Egyptian artifacts in Australia and Grand
I
Canyon.
wonder
And,
who's like, there's stuff over there.
yeah.
There's something over there, and we got to get to it.
Yeah. They probably burned it down.
Like seriously, like how many people had to die before? Because you know how vast the ocean is.
Yeah.
Like somebody tried to put together like a stick raft and like made it a couple yards out. Like how many times did that happen? Where they were like, we need something more durable.
Yeah. It's probably because the Egyptians always knew that the world was round, and I think a lot of African tribes believed that as well too. It was the Europeans that thought the world was flat for a long time and told everybody that.
Still do.
Well, it's true. Yeah, flat Earth theory. Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That flat Earth theory on TikTok is a crazy rabbit hole. I went down there for like a week.
You saw the video I sent you?
Did you send it to me recently?
Yeah.
No, I haven't seen it yet. I got
Oh
it.
yeah, it's like a whistleblower.
Oh man. Oh, okay. I'm about to. As soon as I see that one video, I know I'm gonna start seeing a whole bunch of them. So too, I'm about to tap back in. I'll give you guys an update next week.
Just start putting doomsday prep stuff on your
Oh
ads.
yeah,
Like,
for sure.
This water purifier, you know what Trump's doing, and I'm like,
I got that solar power bank already. You know they got me.
man, yes, I know how to make sea salt.
Oh, hey, that's needed. Convenient. PB Boss said success of colonies based on record keeping. This was foundation of success of the British Empire, which the U.S., Canada, Australia, New Zealand are all offshoots. Everybody who was in America's documented. Uh, Carmen Loki, Bugs Bunny. First black in American 1619 from Angola in continent of Africa arrived from Fort Monroe, Hampton, Virginia. The last black slave of what's that word? Claudia? From Africa, 1860, Mobile, Alabama.
Of course, it was Alabama.
Yeah, it makes sense. I'm gonna be honest. I don't trust nothing they say. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I don't trust what they say or their record. Yeah.
How did Juneteenth just happen in the 1900s? Still,
Yeah,
I guess it was born into it, but
yeah, they could have been born into it, but yeah, they were still, yeah.
Once they passed the Emancipation Proclamation, they were like seized with the slaves. They just start burning the ships down with people on them.
Right.
That's crazy.
All right. Let's get into the video, guys. The Yarbrough. Shout out to they're probably like, yo, what the heck are they talking about? Anyway, so let's go ahead and dive into it. This is the Black American tribe they tried to hide. And if you guys want to take a guess, I'm assuming they're probably gonna talk about Seminoles. You heard about them?
Yeah.
Seminoles?
Wait. Oh yes. You know what? When you say Seminoles, for some reason, the first thing that comes to mind is the Sentinelese.
Oh, okay. I was thinking football, like Florida. But anyway, go Seminoles. Anyway, let's get into it. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. Let's get into it. Oh,
Black natives.
hold on, y'all.
Black natives. We don't call them Indians.
Mhm.
This is not India. We use deodorant here. I'm sorry, y'all.
Yo. Oh my God. Oh.
Kanye said, I think I'm autistic. Undiagnosed.
Oh my God, dog. Let's get into it, man.
What if I told you?
What if I told you
What if I told you
that there are a group of black Indians,
that created the largest haven
the largest haven
in the U.S. for escaped slaves?
in the 1700s? What if I told you
What if I told you that there was a group of black Indians that led the largest slave revolt in U.S. history?
What's up?
So, I actually, one of my move-ins recently that I had, I was looking at her ID, and she was, a Native American citizen. But up until I seen that, I was like, back. This is a nigga. Like
Native Americans, like it's on her ID. They get something special.
Yeah,
I did not know that.
they don't get Social Security cards or birth certificates. They get a reservation card.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's your form of ID, and it's your reservation and your reservation ID, because they get different
Benefits and stuff.
Yeah,
but
it's limited. We actually have more access to stuff than they do, because it's okay, well, if you want to use your land, this is your land, and you figure it out. You can't use any of our resources.
They don't get a Social Security card?
No, they have their. Well, they do get a Social Security card. They don't. I don't think they get a birth certificate. It's it's different. Their social is different. I think their numbers are different or something. But either way, they have they don't get regular IDs either. I believe they just get the reservation cards if you live on the reservation.
Okay.
If you don't live on the reservation, that's not the case. But I think you would relinquish any benefits you would get as a Native American citizen if you do get. Now, don't quote me, but this is this is ballpark how it goes down. You don't once you get I think I don't want to say your Social Security card, but you start utilizing your benefits as an American citizen. You're no longer a Native American. You can't get the same benefits.
I got a new AI assistant. Hi Gemini. This is Imani, and I got my co-host Karma with me. We do a show called Top Hill where we bridge the gap between Africans and the culture and the African diaspora. We're doing a show. We're watching a video right now on Black Indians in America. But can you let us know about the Native American benefits in the United States? Like, do they get Social Security numbers, birth certificates? Like, what benefits do they have, and what disadvantages do they have? And can you make it brief?
All right, so Native Americans in the US do get Social Security numbers, just like any other citizen.
Okay,
Birth certificates are issued by the states, so that's the same too. As for benefits, it's a bit complex. They have access to things like healthcare through the Indian Health Service, and some tribes offer their own programs. But there are also disadvantages, like higher rates of poverty and health issues on some reservations. Want to hear more about specific benefits or challenges?
No, we appreciate you, but stand by for the rest of the show. Appreciate you.
Anytime. If anything else comes up, feel free to ask.
All right, cool. This AI is getting crazy, man.
I say that is Tiana.
Hey, that's the standard. That's the default voice too. I didn't have to do that. Well, you know what? Google, you ain't slick.
I was about to say that damn well.
I
They
didn't.
knew you was black. And they knew you the black woman.
They did. They sure did.
Because I bet if you listen to all the other ones, okay.
I was like, oh, we know who Imani gonna like.
Give him Tasha.
Shout out to Tasha. All right, let's get into it, man.
What if I told you that there were a group of blacks in the United States
That forced their own emancipation.
before the Civil War?
What if I told you
What if I told you that there were a group of black Indians?
that led a mass exodus along the Trail of Tears and then right out of the United States?
What if I told you?
What if I told you
What if I told you that this is the true story of the Black Seminoles?
Hey,
and you've
I got it
likely
right.
never heard it before.
I never learned about them and they were never in my history books?
This is a story about betrayal, distrust, backstabbing, and about a people that have been, for some reason, lost to history. This is about the Black Seminoles, the Black Indians.
And their long, remarkable journey to freedom.
I think I probably need to do another video on Cherokee. Cherokee is like just the most popular Indian, like where everybody said they were.
No,
You know?
I think no, because the Cherokee territory though is
Mhm.
like the southern, like the mid-Atlantic southern states, and that's why I be
Okay.
telling people, I'm like, all of us aren't just saying we Cherokee because we made that up. Because if you go somewhere in the Midwest, they're gonna tell you they're like Blackfoot. There's something else.
Yeah.
Like those are different. Like they have different tribes. They were spread out differently. So like
Mhm.
the Cherokee territory reaches from like Maryland down to the Carolinas and
Okay.
everything in between. And I think some of like Georgia,
Mhm.
all of that, like all of that's Cherokee territory.
Gotcha.
So that I be telling people, us red people,
That makes sense why the Redskins were here too.
we are the Redskins.
Yeah.
Like even like my family is from this jurisdiction of
Mhm.
like Maryland. My grandfather was Native American. My grandmother,
Mhm.
like further down, is Native American as well.
Mhm.
But they're what is it? Goddamn Piscataway.
Okay.
Piscataway, like the Piscataway.
Yeah,
Indians.
yeah,
But
yeah.
like that's just native to Southern Maryland, like this area.
Indian
but
Head,
The
Nanjamoy.
general, like I think, like the bigger tribe that like
Mhm.
covered this whole between here and the Carolinas
Mhm.
and like I said, some of Georgia, it was the Cherokee. They was like the biggest tribe.
Got you. Okay. And any Africans in the comments too, like I want to know, what do y'all learn about Native Americans? I want to like, do y'all know? Because I know basically the Europeans wiped out like 99% of them. Like it's they're very, very small minority in the United States.
Mhm.
Like it's crazy. Like this was their land, and then they're
That's 'cause,
almost extinct.
well, they did to the reservations what they did to black people in the 80s. Like we put a
Mhm.
lot of drugs, and that's why they have like a
Yeah.
lot of drug issues. And,
I hear a lot about casinos and alcohol when I think about reservations, and I
Yeah.
know that's probably like a gross stereotype.
they
but
did the same
like,
thing with Hawaii.
mhm.
It's
Oh,
like they're
yeah.
waiting for the people to just like the people that's what like same thing they're doing for black people. It's like
Mhm.
waiting for the older generation, people who know their rights and what to fight for to die out, poison the younger generation,
Yeah.
and then take the land
Yeah, we gotta do a video on
for
Hawaii
some freak
too.
natural disaster. Or we're gonna help you with this because we actually need this land to cook
Mhm.
food for everyone.
And here's white Jesus.
Basically.
Yeah, we gotta do a video on Hawaii too. I've been to Hawaii and I met some of the native people. They're cool as shit. They're like our cousins. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure. Them
Yeah.
and Samoans.
yeah. As soon as you see them do a luau, it's just like, that's some African shit right there. Like, I see the way you moving them hips. I see them drums. I
I'm
see.
looking at The Rock and all his cousins,
Mhm.
and all the cousins,
Yeah.
all the cousins.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, nigga, we related. But anyway, we are 1 minute of this video. Let's get to it. Yeah. Shout out to the Seminoles.
I can't do this no more, Abigail. I won't.
What do you mean, Abraham? You're scaring me.
We've been slaves long enough now. I won't spend another day under the whip of these crackers.
Escape? Where can we go? You know they'll kill us. They'll kill us
Florida.
dead.
Florida. I heard him say it's free there. It's a chance, Abigail.
Florida? It's so far, Abraham, and it's dangerous.
I'll kill anybody that gets in our way. Staying here is death. We deserve better. You deserve better. We deserve a life free of these crackers.
Live free or die trying.
Live free, die trying. Them, along with several other enslaved Africans, made their way down to Spanish Florida. They fought slavers, bounty hunters, and many were recaptured and lost their lives along the way. But finally, several made it to freedom, at least for a while, in the swamplands of Spanish Florida.
During the same time period, there were several civilized indigenous populations scattered across these lands.
The term civilized tribes was applied to the major Native American tribes that took the bad medicine of the white man. They were classified as civilized because they had adopted the attributes of European culture, becoming Christians, sending their children off to re-education institutions, market participation, intermarriage with white Americans, and,
wait for it,
chattel slavery practices, including the purchase of enslaved Africans. Little did they know that the cotton reservations that they had would become cotton plantations after they were stolen and seized by the same white people they were emulating.
Hey guys, sorry for the shaky video in advance, but we are on our way to a town called Mosquis, and this is another town here in Mexico. But this town is the closest town we could get to Nacimientos, which is the town that a tribe, actually the Seminoles from the USA, kind of came over here to seek refuge during times of slavery. They are warrior people, they are a fierce people, there are some survivors, and there's not a whole lot of them there. So we're hoping that we're going to make some contact.
We've been exploring stories of how Africans made it here, and it's a variety of ways, but this community that we're going to is a completely different story and history of how they made it here.
So we're just praying for some favor as we go so we can show you guys, and so we can learn about the real deal here in Mexico and black people and their migration here. So see y'all there.
Yes, my name is Wendy Goodlow. I am a Black Seminole, and more specifically, I'm a descendant of the Seminole Negro Indian Scouts, which were the group of men that joined the military and fought for the military in the U.S. from 1870 to 1914. So I grew up in Brackettville around that history.
We had not found out about the Black Underground Railroad that led into Mexico. We had never heard about that one.
Yeah, not many people have.
But whoa, don't you know about this Underground Railroad? What's going on? Black indigenous people moving to Mexico. What is this?
I know, it's a lot. That's what I always tell people. It's a lot of story. The way that our elders began the story was that in the late 1600s, around 1680s into the early 1690s, there were what would become known as the Dullas, but they were enslaved Africans living in the Low Country who took it upon themselves to seek their own freedom. So instead of going north, they went south into Florida because Florida at that time was a Spanish territory, so it was not part of the formation of the U.S. at that point. It was owned by the Spanish.
In 1687, 8 men, 2 women, and a nursing child escaped from Carolina to Spanish St. Augustine and requested baptism into the true faith. Florida's governor sheltered the runaways out of Christian obligation and refused to return them when an agent from Carolina came to reclaim them. The slaves' telegraph quickly reported this outcome, and soon other runaways began arriving in St. Augustine. Florida officials repeatedly solicited Spain for guidance, and finally, on November 7th, 1693, Charles II issued a royal proclamation
giving liberty to all, the men as well as the women, so that by their example and by my liberty, others will do the same.
What was established freedom seekers who were making their way down from the Carolinas, escaping slavery. If they made it down to Spanish Florida, they could live free.
And once they got there, they found that there were already people there who were living free. There were formerly enslaved Africans, there were free blacks who were living on the land.
The Nero's Town on the Swanee River. Here on the Apalachicola River, even before the one here at Prospect Bluff, you had a settlement near Ocheesee Bluff. They established a separate one where there were several hundred maroon fighters. You had many, many settlements of free blacks all through Florida, particularly, late 1700s, early 1800s.
There were also Native Americans. At the same time that was happening, there was the group of Creeks who lived just north of Florida. And because of moral differences, they splintered into the Upper Creeks and Lower Creeks. And the Upper Creeks decided that they wanted to break away and go down into Florida to get away from the Lower Creeks, who were taking on more European ways of life. And one of those was to begin chattel slavery. That's where the idea of the word Seminole comes from, is that some linguists believe that it is a Creek word or Muskogee word, and it's pronounced Shimonoli or Seminole. They believe it means runaway because these Creeks believe that part of their group was running away. And so it's also interesting that it fits for what would become the Black Seminoles because they were essentially running away as well. They formed their own villages but were interacting with the Seminoles, so they would become known as the Black Seminoles.
The African and indigenous people lived and worked closely together. And in time, they came to view themselves as a part of the same loosely organized tribe, cultivating a mutual respect of each other's cultures. The Africans adopted a lot of the Indian garb, and the Indians adopted African agriculture, music, and folklore. And they lived this way for over 100 years, raising generations of children in freedom. As Florida continued to be a haven for Black freedom, this didn't set too well with antebellum Georgia. They shared a border, and contentions were high. At this point, there was a lot of retaliation going on. The U.S. military launched raids, tried to steal slaves, steal cattle, and encroach on this Spanish land.
The United States felt that the existence of this community served as something of a beacon of freedom for slaves from Georgia and the Carolinas or even the Creek Nation to slip away from bondage and come down here seeking freedom in Florida.
In the spring of 1818, the U.S. government launched their attack.
As soon as the U.S. military was dispatched at the orders of Andrew $20 Jackson, this marked the beginning of the First Seminole War.
The 1818 battle at Swanee is again recorded by the U.S. military. The people referred to as Black warriors held off the U.S. troops.
The Seminoles, known as the...
Yeah, because they're looking like, y'all, all our Black people left, and we need them back because they're our property.
We need our brooms and our mops back.
We need our home, our names, our our families. We need all that stuff back, man. Craziness, man.
Red Sticks in that area, and the Black Seminoles held their ground and held up their contract with the Spanish to defend the border.
They ultimately fell back, and the village was destroyed. Fell back too was the Manatee River, Tampa Bay, Angola.
At the conclusion of the First Seminole War, the Spanish sold Florida to the Americans for $5 million. This drove the Seminoles and the Black Seminoles deeper into Central Florida, deeper into the Everglades. It was here that the two bands grew closer, and it was also here that birthed two legendary leaders, Osceola for the Seminoles and John Horse, aka Abraham, to lead the Black Seminoles.
So the First Seminole War began between 1816 and 1817 when General Andrew Jackson went in and started a war.
I read somewhere that he was trying to recapture Black formerly enslaved. They weren't even formerly enslaved at this period. They were never even
They were generations removed. Yeah, they were generations removed. And Andrew Jackson, he was the only president who ever ran on the idea of committing genocide. So he promised that he would wipe out,
not our $20 bills.
Let's make America great again.
Reagan, y'all hilarious.
all Native Americans and return formerly enslaved Africans to their owners.
Andrew $20 Jackson was POTUS number 7. This wealthy Tennessee enslaved, known to be the poor white man's champion, with a base known for their riots and lynching, a presidency full of scandal, he would be best known for his deep hatred of black people and Indians, promising to deal with the base, restructure the government, and deal with the nagging Indian problem holding the country back.
The Indian problem. This was the name given to indigenous Americans just living their life on their land, but land that the colonial settlers wanted. They wanted to take their land, their joy, their happiness, but especially that land.
There's almost a mythology about this, that somehow when the Pilgrims arrived, they were dragging land behind them. There was no land brought here. The land here was Native nations. And this is what the United States needed. It's what it wanted. They wanted all of it. They wanted everything.
Between 1830 and 1850, about 100,000 Native Americans were evicted at gunpoint from their ancestral homelands. They were escorted by the United States military to designated Indian territory in present-day Oklahoma. The relocation, known as the Trail of Tears, was the result of genocidal legislation called the Indian Removal Act of 1830, signed into law by President Andrew Jackson. Hey, what's up, fam? We hope you guys are enjoying this video, and if you are, please consider sharing this video. We found so many lies and unearthed so many interesting things that we never knew, and we're hoping that you found some new things as well. We want to share it with the world. So sharing is caring, and if you guys care, share this thing so we can let the community know what's going on out here.
And if you'd like to see more content just like this, consider joining our Patreon, where you get a window seat into our travels and stories about the diaspora.
All right, y'all, back to the video. Share this thing.
The first Seminole War happens, and then by 1838 is when the second one starts. So there is a span of about 20 years between. And within this time, the Seminoles and Black Seminoles have only gotten closer. The Black Seminoles are highly militarized. And so when the war does begin, they are out there on the front line, so much so that General Jessup says, you know, this is not an Indian war, this is a Negro war, because they were at the front lines.
General Jessup wasn't wrong. It was a black war. It was a Negro war. It was the largest Negro uprising the United States had ever seen. And it's in no history books anywhere. Right. More than 300 enslaved individuals rose up against their plantations and came to join arms with the Black Seminoles to fight against the United States of America and for freedom.
After the defeat of the First Seminole War, Andrew Jackson went on to become President of the United States of America. And he signed the Indian Removal Act. And his signing of this act, they knew that a war was coming, and they prepared accordingly.
John Horse and his compatriots gathered the troops together. They went around to the local plantations all throughout Florida, rallying up the enslaved and telling them that they can get their freedom. And they listened. At his call, they all came to fight against the United States government. They fought tooth and nail with everything that they had and launched a 7-year war that cost the United States government more than they had ever spent and more than they would spend ever until the Vietnam War. They caused more casualties and more damage than any other slave rebellion in U.S. history. Oh, wow. So why haven't you heard about it?
The reason that they fought so hard and were known for fighting was because for the Seminoles, they would just die. But for the Black Seminoles, they would be.
You mean that we get to learn all about the Confederacy and all that bullshit, them going against America, but we can't learn about us?
Nope.
Give me a Black Seminole flag, man. Let me put that on my lawn. Okay. What?
Returned to slavery. So that was what they were fighting for and against. And so the thing was that they didn't just kill, they killed twice. They killed twice. You know, they wanted to make sure that their enemies were dead.
John Horse, being the excellent strategist and leader that he was, told the United States government that he would lay down his arms.
Hey, give me that dog tag, bro.
If and only if they would give them papers of emancipation for each and every one of his soldiers. And they agreed to this. So they put down their arms, and the Black Seminoles began their trek on the Trail of Tears, headed to modern-day Oklahoma. They lost lives as well, but I believe their disposition was a bit different from the other indigenous people that were on that trail. I believe that these Africans were looking forward to getting to that reserved place in modern-day Oklahoma. I believe they saw it as a new start and a new life that awaited them. But when they got there, they found old demons, they found broken promises, and they found that Uncle Sam is the same dirty uncle that he's always been.
But of course, everything changed by the time they got to Oklahoma.
This reservation wasn't their happily ever after, nor was it the end of their story. At this reservation, the U.S. Attorney General, Nathan Clifford, announced that the U.S. government didn't even have the authority to grant their freedom in the first place. In other words, their emancipation was essentially revoked.
Y'all, we have made it out here to the remotest of the remote.
We are in El Nacimiento de los Negros.
Now, out here, these people are the people that never bow down. You guys, their history dates way back, from North Carolina down to Florida, from Florida to Oklahoma, and from Oklahoma walked all the way into Mexico, a 6-month hike.
And made it here to freedom in 1850.
The story goes a little something like this.
But for the Black Seminoles, they were threatened with being captured and returned to slavery because it was outlawed territory. And so there were slave catchers there.
Anyone with African features were being kidnapped and sold off in the night.
So pretty quickly, John Horse started looking for a way out.
A group of Black Seminoles led by the Wildcats, who was like the chief of the Seminoles, and John Horse, who was essentially the chief of...
Shout out to our bro, Lord Williamson in the building, man. Shout out to Lord, bro. My boy Black Panther, ain't it? Hey, yo, facts. Yo, Lord, we about to tap into one of your Ethiopian videos next too, man.
The Black Seminoles made their way down to Mexico. Mexico had abolished slavery, and it was a dream of both John Horse and Wildcat to make it to freedom, to make it here to Mexico. They got here in 1850 and settled in this town in the state of Coahuila called El Nacimiento de los Negros.
My name is Corina Torralba Harrington. I was born in Nacimiento, Coahuila, Mexico, Comunidad Negros Mascogos, and I migrated to the United States when I was about 7 years old.
When they made it to Mexico, it was a land of milk and honey. They were greeted with open arms because Mexico had a problem.
What she said?
She said she migrated here.
Oh, yeah, you're not supposed to admit that. You was always in. Someone give it a hit.
Now, this video was made.
Yeah, that's a good question. What was this video? This 1 year ago.
Okay,
She probably didn't think he was going to win. All right.
They had raiding parties. The Comanche and Apache tribes were raiding all along that Mexican border. Also, the Americans were encroaching, as they do, all along that border. So Mexico received them with open arms, as they did for every Black self-emancipating individual. But for these people, they gave arms.
Black Americans too, or just the Americans?
I think Mexico cool with us.
No, they're not. The cartel allegedly, I don't, but allegedly,
Right.
you know, long story short, it said, hey, it's time for all of you Americans to go, and any American that we see here, we will kill on sight.
Oh shit. Okay. But I hear a lot of the stuff like that, but like I think the Black privilege card like then comes into play that we don't even know that we have in some places and sometimes stuff like that, because I don't know, when they'll go down there, they be cool, they be chilling. Like I think they look at us differently. Like
They're like not you niggas.
I want to say this, yeah, fuck it. So all the Spanish people that I know, whenever I talk to like a Puerto Rican or a Colombian or anybody from the island, you're like, hey man, if all the Black and the brown people come together, what we always have those conversations. Like,
No, I can't, but
bro.
sorry, anyway, so
it's another episode.
what was I talking about?
He's like the nigga card. The nigga
oh yeah, but that's what I heard, that Mexico was just like on that. But I also feel like that's like propaganda.
Yeah. They always want us to fear something that may not be there, especially for us. You know what I mean? Like, think about what's going on in Burkina Faso. Like, oh my God, level 4, don't come, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, he's just like, all the Black diaspora, please come back.
Warn our Black asses anyway.
Yeah.
This message was for the white.
Facts. They met. Okay, basically, what's happening with the cartel or Mexico, stuff like that? They're mad that we're complaining about the drugs coming over to America and stuff like that.
Y'all asked for them.
Like, no takesy backsies. But also, we're the ones that have given them guns. The guns that they're using are ours. They're U.S. guns. And so it's like they like y'all point the finger at us, but what about y'all?
You kind of asked for these drugs
in exchange for So like
for money.
Right. No. Anyway.
At the government.
Yeah. But shout out to the Afro-Mexican though. Like they're starting to actually develop like a stronger community and stuff like that. Like I've seen I think a video that we watched that talk about like how Afro-Mexicans are starting to like show up in census now. People are actually, participating in that, and they're doing a lot of festivals, concerts, and like things to like pay homage to their African ancestry, even though they are in Mexico. So, the same thing in like Brazil, they always try to hide the Africanness of the people, even though Brazil is like 80% Black.
Right.
When the images in the media that we will see of a Brazilian might be a whiter Brazilian, even though they're like 20% of the population.
Well, not in these days, but definitely like some years ago, we're getting white Brazilians on TVs.
Yeah.
Now we're getting
the real ones. Shout out to Jocelyn. Oh, shout out to Lloyd. Said, bet y'all keep doing y'all thing. Let me know which what you looking at. If you want something completely out of the left field, check out the Village one. If you want the cost something, check out the 50 one. I think we're gonna tap into the $50 one tonight. And then we could definitely tap into the Village one another time. I think that sounds like it's gonna be dope. I haven't watched it yet, but I seen the thumbnail. I was like, oh yeah, I gotta tap in. PP Bob said there are 2 million Afro-Mexicans left. They survived through self-isolation. Yeah, it's dope.
arms, they gave weapons and land in the state of Coahuila, in a little city called Nacimiento. The Black Seminoles that settled in Mexico, particularly the ones that settled here in Nacimiento, were granted certain rights back in the 1850s for a particular set of reasons. They received land, they received supports from the government, and they received autonomy, which allowed them the ability to govern their own communities, have their own type of laws, as long as they assured the government that they would protect the border. At that time, the Apache tribes and Comanche tribes were raiding all along the border, and the United States was pretty much encroaching in the area, trying to get more and more land. And these guys settled here and ruthlessly defended the border. There are many recorded exploits of them chasing down Apache, Comanche, Americans, Texas Rangers. Their reputation did not even compare to what they really were. In fact, they defended that border so fiercely that after the Emancipation Proclamation, the United States military came knocking.
In 1870, the United States Army sent a message to the Black Seminoles chief, John Horse, inviting him to enlist with them to become Indian Scouts and help them fight the hostile Native Americans. They accepted
y'all good?
because they were promised repatriation, but they also believed that they would be granted land, food, provisions, and reimbursements for traveling costs. But there's one thing about promises made to the Black Seminoles from the U.S. government.
They were smart. They're just like, man, y'all been lying to us all this time. Like, what makes you think we can trust you now? Like, the whole reason why we over here. Like, y'all are fucking liars.
That's like kind of y'all whole thing.
Yeah, like racism, lies, guns. That's pretty much it.
History repeats itself.
Yeah, facts.
Not a single one was ever kept.
You know, the amazing thing to me is that Mexico is really the only country or government that honored their promise. So out of the British, the Spanish, the Americans, the Mexicans were the only ones.
Despite this, the Black Seminoles fought fiercely alongside the Buffalo Soldiers, and not a single member of the Black Seminole Indian Scouts was killed or seriously injured despite all of their fights with hostile Native Americans. They never failed a mission, and several members received the highest honor in the military. After their services were no longer needed, they were kicked off the fort from which they had served and eventually settled in Brackenville, Texas. So walking around the streets of El Nacimiento de los Negros, it's a very small community, a very tight-knit community, and very quiet, but walking through the streets, you see the signs of their history.
It's just really cool being here. This area it's Afro. This area is distinctively different. Again, we had to travel a long way from a very small town just to get here. It's remote, and you know why it's remote. Have you been back lately at all?
Yes, I go back every Juneteenth because of our Juneteenth celebration there. It is different. I was very surprised to when I found out that we actually celebrate Juneteenth down there. When I started learning all the history, I was like, well, why do we celebrate it? You know, if our people freed themselves, you know, they liberated themselves. Right. It was that important to them. They decided to have that celebration. You know, we've always known that celebration as El Baile de los Negros, o El Día del Negro, o El 19. So
it's a day of honor. That's beautiful. Yeah. So it's in solidarity almost. It's
yes, like exactly. I also have a Casa de la Cultura there, and I'm wearing my shirt today. Oh, and so I go back for that a lot too, and other projects that I'm working on there.
I never knew about any Black Seminoles coming over to Mexico. I never knew about it until maybe last year.
So our history starts in Africa. Our people were the people that would rather die than be enslaved. To just tell, you know, everything that our people did, because I just want those kids to know who our people were, the warriors that they were brave, what they did. I want them to know what kind of people are their people, they come from.
So many people believe it was only one way. And that's not the way, that's not even the real way it was. We didn't just sit down and take it. We didn't just come over here and say, okay, we're just gonna be slaves. Yep, that's what we'll do. Yeah. You know? No, not hardly. So that is the main reason I'm telling the story, so people can get the real information, the honest information. Like
we have people that we know that are getting involved, you know, especially here in the United States, just being Native, you know, we're Native, we're not Black.
Yep.
So what all I have to say is to those people is, okay, you know, that's your story. This is my story. You know, if you're just Native, then you're not part of the Black Seminoles. That's not something that I'm making up. We cannot tell our story and take away our Blackness, our Africanness, our Negro, you know, whatever it is that you want to call yourself, we cannot tell our story taking that away.
Throughout this video, we have been diving into the cultural heritage and influences of the Black Mascojos, or the Black Seminoles. And it's so interesting because it's this mix of like American indigenous, it's a mix of African, and now that they've been settled here in Mexico for a while, it's a mix of Mexican also. It's really interesting to dive into and reminded me of diving into my own culture and history. We recently took DNA tests with MyHeritage to kind of dive in and find out what we're made of. If you're interested in finding out your heritage and diving into your culture as well, check out MyHeritage. They are one of the top family history and DNA services out there, and it's a great way to know what you're made of.
Yeah, for sure. All right. Round of applause.
Here again.
Yes, if you.
Oh my God. Round of applause. Round of applause. Let's get to it. Yeah.
Really good video.
That was excellent.
Really informative. Like just when you think you know.
Yeah.
In the 1700s.
They did an incredible job. I mean, my God, how this is a hidden gem, honestly, for YouTube. I think this should be like mandatory to be taught in schools or something like that, like so people can actually know more history about the Seminoles, the Black Seminoles, and like how things were going on, what things were going on and transpiring during that time. I learned a lot. There were some things that I kind of knew like bits and pieces of, but they kind of just like put everything together and made it make sense.
First of all, I damn sure didn't know that people were migrating to Florida first.
Yeah.
And kind of made their way over.
Mhm.
But yeah, super informative, and shout out Indigenous Peoples Day.
Yes. Happy Indigenous People Day. And I love the fact that the Native woman who was speaking as well too was like, I'm not going to discredit my story or take away my Blackness and stuff like that. It's part of our story and stuff like that. I think that's very important. And like there's no mistake why there's so much like love and collaboration and solidarity when it comes to Native people, Black people, Latin people as well too. Like it's just, you know what I mean? Like we kind of all understand like we went through some shit, to the expense of what these colonizers were doing on this side of the planet. So yeah, man. Excellent video. I will definitely be sharing this as well too, because I feel like people definitely need to see this for sure. This is dope. I'm mad I had it like queued up for so long. This thing was just sitting on my queue for months.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, perfect timing for sure. All right. Let's get into the next one, man.
Going back to California, going back to Honolulu, just to get that Maui Wowie.
That Maui Wowie. What you know about that? Yeah.
That song been stuck in my head for like 3 days.
I thought it was trending randomly. I just seen it pop up randomly on my Apple Music. I was like, oh shit, let me get that.
Oh my goodness. Then Kid Cudi, he was
You said Kid Cudi.
Oh
my God. Yo.
I know.
That is hilarious.
But,
that is funny.
He made a video like he's like, thank you guys for making me so sure again. He was like hanging off of a light, a traffic light.
Was he in the dress?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, this is a new video.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But
oh my God, dog. Yeah, I was just about to say, I think we found our outro song tonight. All right. Let's go ahead and dive into this jump. Lord, what's popping, bro? Shout out to Lord Williamson in the building, man. He was just in here earlier, man. So we're going to tap into this one next. Make sure you guys tap into his channel as well, too. He's almost at 100K, man. Like, if Top Hill, y'all haven't went over and followed Lord yet, make sure you guys go ahead and do that. He's about to hit 100K. Definitely support. To me,
oh my goodness, this channel grew like overnight. It feels like.
Yeah, but he's been like this last stretch that he's been on. Like he's just been super consistent, producing high quality travel content. Like honestly, I follow a lot of YouTubers.
I've never enjoyed a channel the way I enjoy a travel channel, and that as much as I enjoy his channel for sure.
Yeah, for sure. And even his Europe tour, he went to a couple of countries in Europe. I was like, with the France. You know how I feel about them niggas. But it was a really good video.
A very nice Frenchman.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. All right. French toast. French sticks.
I mean,
French
but
fries.
his family's from Senegal.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, and that be the point. Like, I always have to make sure, like, when I say shit like that, like, I don't want all the French people to think it's the colonizing French. It's a specific French.
Them ones that ain't us.
Yeah, all the West African or all the African people who went to France and like I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all my brothers. You hear me? Like my DNA actually traced back to Guinea-Bissau and that Senegal region and stuff like that. Like yeah, man. Like French people. What up? My dad. Anyway, I was about to spoke my dad. But I learned a little bit of French in college. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be opposed. Yeah, oui, poo poo. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I know. That's cargo. But yeah, man. I don't even know why we brought all this up, but yeah, because Laura was in Europe. Make sure you guys check out his channel. Really, really dope if you haven't already. But he has returned back to the continent of Africa, specifically the country of Ethiopia. Make sure you guys check out our other reaction video that we did with that as well too. But he's doing a different video this time. He's like, what can $50 get you in Ethiopia?
That's interesting. I would like to know.
I would like to know how far a $50 bill can stretch in Ethiopia for sure, man.
Just gotta buy flights.
Right. Shout out to all the Ethiopians in the building, man. We love you guys. You guys are dope. I ain't gonna lie. Our Ethiopians subscribers, they are lit. Y'all are lit. I definitely gotta. I'm coming out there, y'all. It's gonna happen. So, Top Hill will be in Ethiopia.
Send us a flight, Ethiopian airline flight.
Ethiopian Airways. Like somebody in the comments too, just like, Ethiopian Airways need to go talk to me, Monty Raw, because I be promoting y'all. I ain't gonna lie, because I really enjoyed my flight to Tanzania through Ethiopian Airways. So I really did enjoy my flight. It was dope. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and dive into the video, man. Long awaited. We got Laura Williamson. What can $50 get you in Ethiopia? Let's get into it. If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Greatly appreciated. Let's get into it.
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Laura coming back to you with another one. And in this episode, we're going to see how much $50 can get you in Ethiopia, baby. Let's get it.
It's that shit to make them all go dummy. Now I got bread, they all want something from me. Showing like pros, man, I told them that it's money. And I own my own bars, just like it's always sunny. Thought she said something to me. We were never friends, told them I ain't not your buddy. Now they all call, I got some buzz like honey. Then they try to Spotify and they looking at me funny. I don't blame you, dog, that's how this shit goes. Same two paths, we just pick different roads. Blue on the safe, I just stuck to the code. Now they tell me that I'm driven, bro, I already drove. So diverse, got too many flows. Checks coming in, got too many O's. Remember in the past, had too many lows. Now when I look around, got too many bros.
Good job, Lord. You're doing good.
All right, man. We are finally out in the streets, man. We are about to get active.
Hey, PP Bob. Yeah, it's true. Ethiopian Airways does fly from DC. That's where it flew out.
Send us a flight.
Yeah, facts.
In these $50 videos, I know they can look a little bit similar, but the reason I make it like that is because I like to compare every country that I go to with the things that I normally do. For example, I know no matter what country I'm going to, I'm going to have to get a haircut, I'm going to probably get a massage, my nails done, and I'm going to have some breakfast, man. Y'all know that I love breakfast. I don't mean to be disrespectful whenever I say that stuff is cheap. Coming from America, nothing is cheap, man. Nothing is cheap. Granted, we do make USD, so I make these videos for everybody out there making euros or USD, so you can see what city you may like and what city may be affordable for you. We got a full day ahead of us, man. We're going to see how far I can make this $50 stretch. I'm about to head to Grove Cafe. The reason I love Grove Cafe is because it has super fast Wi-Fi. The breakfast you are about to see is amazing, and the service is good. And I mean, it's just good vibes all the way around.
I already know that coffee must be hitting crazy.
All right, man. So we're at the Grove Cafe.
Pumpkin spice. Ethiopians, y'all got pumpkins out there?
The whole diaspora. Do y'all have pumpkins?
I ain't gonna lie, because if not, I'm bringing mine. Okay. Give me a pumpkin spice latte with Ethiopian.
Fanatic.
Yeah, me too, man. Pumpkin spice Ethiopian coffee. I need to have it. Need to have it now.
I literally eat here every single day. They have it.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm no better than Becky at Starbucks.
They even have fire ass chicken wrap. It's just quality food all the way around, man. The menu's not huge, but they got everything you need, man. Stay tuned, because when you see the food and when you see how much it costs, you're gonna be amazed. Well, if you're from America or the UK, you're gonna be like, that costs how much? Yeah, can I get the croissant omelet and the oat pancakes? I come here so much that they already know my order, so as soon as I sit down, they say, you do the same thing. Once I find a spot in the city that I'm not accustomed to, I'm gonna keep going to that spot, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Bourdain would be mad at me, but I do tend to venture off and try different stuff, man, so give me a break. All right, so we got the pancakes, we got the croissant omelet sandwich. We're gonna tear this up, and then we're gonna see how much it costs, baby. Let's get it. This food is so good. I can't even finish it, bro. All right, man, so the total came out.
Oh, hold up. We should guess what it is before he says it. How much do you think this breakfast costs?
$10, $8.
I'm gonna go with $5. I'm gonna go with $5.
Okay.
That's around 900 bird, which is really like $6, man.
Hey, okay, I was close. Okay.
I repeat, $6.
And that plate in DC will probably cost you about $25. Right.
I was gonna say pancakes 25.
Oh yeah,
25.
exactly.
Drink 15 if it was a mimosa.
Facts.
As a foreigner, I love Ethiopia. Come on, man. Where can you go in America to get pancakes, a croissant, omelet, and coffee for that price, man? One thing I will say is in the next 10 years, Africa as a whole, especially East Africa, is gonna be lit, man. And you know, somehow, some way, I will be a part of it. I don't know how, but I will be a part of it. I'm speaking it into existence, and we're gonna make it happen, man. But right now, man, we about to go get cleaned up. I gotta go get a shave, haircut, and we're gonna see how much that costs. Hopefully they do your boy good. But I have heard that this is a good spot to go to. So if you're ever in IDs and you need a haircut, I'm definitely gonna give you all the information. But yeah, man, let's hit the barbershop, see how much we're gonna spend, man. So the barbershop is located in the mall. Just like most things here, man, you got your, you wanna come in here and get your poochie. You know what I'm saying? You wanna come in here and get your Airwary.
Can you spell Versace? Versace. F-O. Versace.
All right, I'm gonna guess. I think we'll go with $5 again. For if the meal was $6.
How much are haircuts here? Like $20?
Because I got the beard and everything, my hair could be like.
Is it 20 on the top and 40 on the bottom?
My hair could be about like 40, 45. That's without the tip.
Oh.
Yeah.
You gotta factor that tip into your price.
Hey man, the market went up, man. Inflation.
Haircut, you gotta buy you some clippers. But
it's I don't know, it's a man thing. Like, it's
I mean,
go to the barbershop.
I spent $400 in my hair. So
I say that price because I remember watching a video in Ghana and seeing, I think Passport Heavy, Jabril, he went to it. I think it was like $3 for a haircut in Ghana. Because remember, it's $12 to get your hair braided in Ghana. So in Ethiopia, I'm thinking it's probably somewhere close. I damn near want to say, I'm going $3. $3 for a haircut.
$5.
Final answer. Going once?
$8.
It's been a long time and I miss this feeling. It feels like freedom, it feels like healing. Floating off the floor, past the ceiling. The wind in my hair, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel as I'm taking flight. Man, I'm feeling like myself again. Hey, man, I'm feeling like myself again. It's been a long time and I miss this feeling. It feels like freedom, it feels like healing. Floating off the floor, past the ceiling. The wind in my hair, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel as I'm taking flight. Man, I'm feeling like myself again. Hey, man, I'm feeling like myself again. Angels vaccinated, reporting back to the maker. I'm emancipated, blowing kiss out the neighbors. Saying bye to Felicia, saying hi to Miss Parker. I was in the darkness, didn't stop me shining though. I was at the bottom, but it didn't stop me climbing though. Talents we ain't hiding those. Cook out, I'm providing flows. Homie, you invited. Getting reunited with the real you. You no longer gotta hide it. They love to see us fighting, love it when we are divided. Joe, we about to make a man. Food on the table, big stacks in the bag.
That's how much you had left. Wow.
Drink in my hand.
Literally just got a haircut, a facial, pause, and a massage. Like, I mean, the service here is crazy. All that came out to $5, man.
Bro, what are we doing? What are we doing? Like, what the freak are we doing here, though? Like, that's what, man. I have to like limit myself to watching like his videos or other travel videos, like a month, because I'm gonna go right back into my travel depression.
At least you work from home.
it being in your own space and being consuming it even more is just like, bro, like it's a lot. But to get up out of here, man. But bro, $5 for all of that.
Appropriate.
You gotta love it, man. I love IDs. And the girl that was doing my shampoo, if you're watching this, the girl that was doing my shampoo, listen, if you keep doing that shampoo like that and massaging me like that, we going home to the United States, okay?
Do you have your passport? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America?
Because I almost fell asleep in it.
I was hoping that he was going to use that clip one time. Like, that shit's hilarious, dog. I knew he was going to eventually use that, yo.
Chair, it was amazing. And my boy is A1 with the cut. It's just quality service. Everywhere you go in Adis, they have good customer service. The only thing I don't like about Adis is they don't respect you in a line. If you're standing in a line, they're going to try to cut you off and cut in front of you and get in the line. And if you know me, you know that's one of my pet peeves. But anyways, I'm getting besides the point. Man, the service was good. Right now, we're about to go get ready for our little lunch date. But man, oh man, I feel great after that, man. Like, come on, bro. All that for $5. We still got $39 left, and I already got something to eat.
Did I just hear this man say correctly? He's about to go on a date. You only got $39 up in your pocket? Like, bro, what?
It's gonna be $15.
Yo, wait. Yo.
Eat great breakfast, and I got the cut of a lifetime. So y'all make sure y'all go check them out. I forgot how to say the name, but I did put it on the screen. So guys, be smart and just go read the screen. But it's in Bole. It's at the Walker Tower right down there, man. And man, like I said, I'm about to go home, get ready for the little date, man, with a beautiful Ethiopian woman that I met last week. A lot of you guys always ask about the culture here and everything like that. But as far as the dating culture, man, if you show love and you show respect, you try to have knowledge about, their culture, you shouldn't have no problems. Now, if you're a lame loser that smell like 10 pounds of bounce that ass, that's a little different. But if you got good hygiene and you're smooth, you know what I'm saying, or you just got a good heart, you should win, man. If you miss your shot, keep shooting, baby. Just keep shooting. Okay, y'all. Okay, we still here. We at $39 right now, all right? I'm going to do something very dangerous, okay? I'm going to do something very dangerous. I'm going to meet a girl that I met at the car wash, all right? We're going to eat some food. Now, if that bill come out to 39.11, she going to have to come up off some money. She going to have to come up off something. And we got to leave a tip. We always got to leave a tip. She going to have to come up off some money. Now, I know she's taking me to an Ethiopian restaurant, okay? But I don't know. There's some Ethiopian restaurants that are, for the Ethiopian prince and princess. No, they don't. I'm just playing. I know. I'm just playing. Just jokes, y'all. Relax. But there are some expensive Ethiopian restaurants depending on what you order. So hopefully it don't hurt my pockets. If it's $38, hooray, we made it. Hooray, we made it. Congratulations, everybody. Can I get a round of applause? Anyways, so we're about to head to this restaurant, man. But I haven't had kifo since I've been here, so hopefully I have some good kifo. But let's call our ride and let's head over there and we're gonna see what we can get, man. Y'all pray for me. I feel like I'm on half-baked when Dave Chappelle had to take his girl out for a nice little ice cream.
The day couldn't have come at a worse time, man. I was flat broke. I only had $8. This was gonna take some careful budgeting and maneuvering. Watch the master at work.
He was walking all through the city, then he stole some money from a homeless man. I'm not gonna do that, okay? Unless I have to. Unless I have to. I'm not. Unless I have to. Anyways, all right, let's head over to the restaurant. Let's get it. Also, guys, I did not tell her that we only had $39 to spend because I feel like, you know what I'm saying, if you want to get the real pricing of how much, a date may be, you can't tell her that, oh, I only got $39 or something like that. You got to see whatever she orders and see whatever we go with, man. So I'm in for a good surprise. Hopefully I got it.
Now, Lord, I ain't gonna lie. I don't mean to be nitpicky, but how much was the ride? Like,
How much was the ride?
yeah, the Ubers and stuff like that to get to the places and stuff like that. Now, not to be nitpicky, but I'm sure not that much.
Subtract $3.
Yeah, probably something like that, but.
Hopefully I got it. Let's get to it. All right, man. Right now we are at Yamina Kitfo. All right. One thing I struggle about is how to scoop. So you got to teach me the proper with the Kitfo. Go ahead and take your picture right now. All right. Show me the proper way. What's this right here? Wait, hold on. Say it one more time. I'm gonna start with the enjoy. First, second, third, fourth. I'm like, okay. She said I gotta get into it. Is that enough?
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Who? What? What did you say?
I said it looked like meat wad.
What?
From Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
The fuck is that?
You know what frylock and shake?
What are you saying? Is this English? What the fuck is she saying?
Don't swim.
Oh,
Bro, if I show you, you're gonna be like, "Oh, those guys."
oh wait, okay? The little meatball thing. I never knew what that show was called. What's that?
Teen Hunger Force.
I never. That's hilarious. Like once the boombox was off, I went to bed.
What? I'm like a super Adult Swim lover.
For real? Yeah. Okay. You usually show the screens with Lizzie.
Meat wide.
If you guys ever watch Adult Swim, or that little meatball thing that be running around, I ain't gonna lie, it probably look good though. Probably tastes good.
Meatball be rolling on the floor. You probably got all types of lint and toenails. But that looked good. No.
Oh, but
that looked good.
Yeah.
That's just saying, look like a big thing of meatball.
Right. Now I looked at I've had this before. That joint is fire. I ain't gonna lie. That joint's fire. My bad, PB. I'm gonna get to the comments as well too. He said, "Think Ethiopian Airlines flies from DC direct to Ethiopia? It does. Kenya Airways flies direct from New York to Kenya? It does. And Delta flies direct to Senegal from New York, and also from ATL to Ghana direct. Not sure. I'm not sure about the Delta flight, but I do know United has a flight directly from DC to Ghana and to South Africa and to Lagos, Nigeria. And ATL does have a flight directly to South Africa as well too. He said Ethiopians be having the springly woolly hair. Not sure if they can pull off the
Don't say
it. All right.
When I read that, I was let me see your hand.
Oh my God. PB said he said she be looking low key like one of the Obamas are. She do look smack like the girl that he's on a date with.
Oh, I was like, what?
No.
I never heard that in my life.
Right. No. She definitely looked like a Sasha Malaya. What's her name?
Oh yeah,
Malia. Okay, yeah. Shout out to OBZ.
Yeah, it is. Are you into spicy? But not like Indian people spicy. That's what you like. I like to like need water. To call what? Mitmika. She said it's spicy. Okay. I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm scared.
What is it?
Okay. I listen sometimes. No, this is actually pretty good. I thought you were trying to kill me. I'm not gonna lie to you. I swear. Thought you were about to kill me. But it's actually pretty fire. How much do you think it's gonna be? 2,000? What's that? Let me see. 2,000. Oh yeah, we're good, guys. We're good.
We're maybe good or not.
We're all right. All right, the bill came out to 12. We're still good. We still got a little money left.
Yeah.
Right, so luckily she didn't order any champagne.
Yeah, for the win.
Good thing she ain't no drink.
Oh yeah, yeah, not the drink, but $12. I ain't gonna lie.
That was a lot.
A meal for two.
A meal for two.
Yeah. Yo, the economy would be so different. It might be more men getting married if the dinner dates were $12 compared to the $200. Oh my God, man. Yo, men out there, man, hold your head, get your money. Yeah, get to it.
Pain or anything like that, so we're still good. They didn't have it. I looked on the menu. I asked them to bring the most expensive bottle just for her. But unfortunately, they didn't have any, so what can we do, you know? But yeah, how many? We're at $27 right now, and we're about to go. She's helping me look for some regular shirts. I just need a couple of white t-shirts because I told her I packed for Spain and Portugal and, the European summer. But whenever you're here, when does it get hot? Like, it's hot today, but this has been the first day. It's been like hot.
1 month after.
1 month? Yeah. So like October. October it should be hot. That's when the summer starts. But yeah, let's see what we can get into, see what we can find.
Hey. Look at this. I ain't gonna lie, I like the aesthetics of Addis Ababa skyline, like the blue greenish glass and stuff like that. It was kind of cool looking.
Yeah, emerald.
Yeah, and the streets look clean. Look how clean them streets is right there.
Look at that grass. Grass green. Is that real grass?
I don't know what they got going on there, man. It's on fire. The street lights fire too, like a trident.
And look, oh my God, you don't understand. The bike lane.
Oh my God. Oh my God, dog.
Oh my gosh.
If y'all understood.
You would have to bail me out. Like I pray most days that I don't snap and hit one of those people on the bikes.
Yeah. Especially the food delivery people. They be right like y'all.
I don't even mind them as much because they in and out them lanes.
Oh, you're talking about the slow ass bike people.
I'm talking about the Connor working his legs out with his helmet.
You see the video I sent you on TikTok with Connor riding around Southeast?
Yes. I seen one pop out of the woods the other day. What the fuck? Y'all cannot go in the woods.
Oh my God. The gentrification in DC is actually scary and hilarious at the same time. What?
Where the BP used to be.
What the fuck? Yo, I cannot wait to see what that looks like when it's done.
Me too. I was like, I think I can hold out a little bit.
They're gonna have a drive-through?
I'm assume so.
Yeah.
I don't think they got no choice.
Yeah. I don't know you want
Dunkin' be like 24 hours.
Yeah,
I don't think they want to be 24 hours.
That's hilarious. Oh my God.
So unfortunately, the nail tech is not here right now, so she can't do it. But I am about to get the massage. We're gonna see how much massage comes out to a little bit later. Like I said, we're at $27 right now, so I guess it's a good thing that I'm not getting my nails done. But you know, I definitely need fellas, make sure you clean your nails. I'm telling you, girls will love you for it. But yeah, let's get this massage. All right, man. I know
You get a lot of free game out of this junk.
Enjoy this, man. This is beautiful. You don't get massages like this for this price in a place like this. Beautiful place. But anyways, let me enjoy my hour Swedish massage. I'm gonna holler at y'all in a minute.
Whoa.
Transaction approved.
All right, listen.
It was kind of loud. That don't hit the denied.
No.
Broke.
He ain't got it.
He left his wallet at home.
Security.
Oh my God. Police.
Nurse, she's out again.
Oh my God, yo, that joke was too loud.
Using her Starbucks card again.
We do not take EBT. It'll be messed up. Oh my God.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, I can only name about 2 to 3 countries where I can go and have a beautiful big breakfast, then go get me a fresh cut, you know what I'm saying, a little taper flame, a little Gumby on the side. After that, go get a facial, pause. After that, go on a date with a beautiful Ethiopian girl. Then go back to the crib, come back to the crib. After I get back to the crib, I take my ass to get me a real massage. And I ain't talking about one of those massages where you go to the mall, put the little dollar in a little machine, and you sit in a little recline. No, I'm talking about a real deal hour massage and still have $10 left.
Bro.
And still have $10 left. I almost broke my damn, I almost pulled my damn groin. I'm gonna pull my damn groin. That's how excited I am. Still have $10 left. I don't know what to do with myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where I'm gonna spend this $10. Imagine just living here and being frugal if you wanted to. You know what I'm saying? Imagine being frugal, man. I'm not being frugal. I'm trying to spend racks. I'm trying to blow a bag. I blow a bag a day. I don't do nothing for days. Ethiopia, stop being so good to me. But I've been here for about 20 days now, okay? Visa says I gotta get up out of here in about 10 to 12 days.
Get the fuck out of here, freaky ass nigga.
But that's not important. What's important is you get good quality stuff when you're in Ethiopia. The customer service is beautiful. Everybody's showing love. A lot of people always ask me, how do they treat Americans?
Explain this to me like I'm a 2-year-old, okay? Because there's an element to this thing I just cannot get through my thick head.
If you're a dumbass, they're gonna treat you like a dumbass, okay? If you're an American dumbass walking around, oh, I'm American, I can do this, I can do this. They're gonna treat your ass like a dumbass.
You're not getting it. It's not clocking to you.
Okay? It just is what it is. Just don't be a dumbass, all right? Come in here, show some respect, show the culture respect. You know what I'm saying? Move and groove, hit that skisa. Then you just do your thing, man. Just be respectful, man. But we gotta figure out how we're gonna spend this last $10, okay? I don't know where, I don't know how, I don't know when, but we're gonna spend this last $10, man. Let's get to it. What is good, people, man? We are back. Day 2 of trying to spend this $50. And trust me, I do not have this problem in the States. And as you can see, man, I'm going to keep it real. This is one of the things that I don't like about Ethiopia. They got a lot of construction that need to get done. But the beautiful thing is they work on it 24/7. So I imagine I'm ready to see how it's going to look whenever I come back in a couple of months and see all of this stuff, because they really working, man. I'm ready to see the progress that they make in Ethiopia, man. The people here are hardworking people, man. I mean, you gotta love hard workers. People here, they gonna get it done one way or the other, but they gonna get it done, man. But right now we are going to a spot called The Place. The Place is a place that you can get luxury apartments, but also you can get everything done as far as your nails. You can get a Moroccan bath if you want to. If you don't know what that is, man, a Moroccan bath, they pretty much get all the dirt, the dead skin off. A lot of the girls here in Ethiopia do it once a month just as like a little treatment. So I wanted to try it out, man. They put me on this little bench, gave me a massage, washed me up, scraped every inch of my body almost. And then they put a bunch of leaves on the bench and sat there and then rolled me up and put me in a little plastic bag like I was an eighth or something. I'm like, damn, what y'all gonna do? Ash me next? Anyways, we are here at The Place. I'm about to go get my nails done. We're gonna see how much it costs. I'm leaving in a couple of days, so I just want to get all the maintenance done, from my haircut to, you know, the facials, paws. Then we're gonna get the nails done, and we're just gonna see what's going on, man. So let's see how much it's gonna run us. But check out The Place, man. Check out this luxurious spot. Let's go. The good thing about it is if you don't have an Ethiopian number, you can get on Wi-Fi and you can call them. All the places mostly speak English, so the language barrier isn't that bad. But yeah, man, we're about to get these nails done because, oh my God, they look freaking hideous. Anyways, let's see how much it costs, baby. Let's go.
Over there.
Nails done, man. It came out to 700 birr, which is $4.86, man. So, I mean, come on, y'all. What more do I have to say?
$4.90.
I'm really ready. A lot of y'all gonna catch on late, but I'm trying to tell y'all, please come and visit, especially all my black people that are used to all the white people owning stuff. And wherever country you're from, please come out and check this out, man. These people, they got their ups and downs just like every other country, but these people are really for us, by us. I can only say that so much, but you gotta love them. I got on the street with it. Just got my nails done. Now I'm pretty when I beat my meat with it. Whoa. So, okay, wait, hold on. Just got the nails done, man. Feeling like a bad bitch. You dig? We got $5 left. I'm gonna see if these kids is outside my apartment. There's people out here and they on the street and they like, you know, panhandling, just begging for money. It is what it is. But one thing I respect is the shoe shiners out here. Shoe shining is a big culture, and these little kids, they be outside my apartment from sun up to sundown, man. So we're gonna see if they're still outside. We're gonna bless them. So listen, guys, it took me 2 days to spend this $50. And I'm still not done. I still got $5 to blow. So we're gonna see where it go. Shout out to Addis, man. Shout out to Ethiopia. Shout out to all of Africa. Y'all doing y'all thing, man. I got my boys working hard, man. What's good, man? Wyndham. Yo, so you gotta respect people that hustle, man. Like, I love a hustler. I love a hustler, man. So these guys are here from sun up to sundown. I come out here at 6 a.m. to go to the gym. They're here asking. Most of the time I tell them no, because the roads is dirty as shit anyway. So most of the time I tell them no, because I know I'm gonna get messed up. But I know I'm leaving soon. I'm gonna have them wash their shoes and, you know, do their thing, man. They always got heart, bro. These are the type of kids, if you take them to America, they might fuck around and be CEOs or something like that, man. So you got to show love, man. They only charge like 30 birr, but we're going to hook them up today, man. I only got $5 left, but we're going to hook them up with a little something special, man. Yeah, hey, back in my day, boy, listen, boy, back in my day, I had to walk 22 miles. No shirt, no shoes, just determination, brother. That's it. Hey, yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know basketball? Yeah. I used to play basketball. Yeah, I used to play in Miami. With my boy LeBron. Yeah, they used to call me the Flag back in the day. Number 3, look me up. Those little kids, man, they straight up hustlers every day. Now, part of me be like, hey, little nigga, ain't you supposed to be in school or something? How the hell you got off every day? It ain't summer yet. I don't want to take a lot of stuff back home, so we just gonna bless the game, man. Come on. Like I said, man, they gotta work for this now. Ain't shit free around here. Ain't shit free. Good, all good? Let me see. Okay, good.
They don't clean.
Good. How much? For you, brother. Got you, brother. Say hi, man. Say what's up, man. Say what's up to the camera. Say hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hey. My dogs, man. Peace, brother. What size shoe you wear, man? Too big? You want? Too big? You want? Too big, huh? You know damn well them bitches too big. You know damn well bitches too big. True.
You got a size 17 back there, B-Nard? Size 17 back there, B-Nard? I tell man, freaking kid of mine. Let me get you that.
Too big?
They're gonna throw right out.
Yeah. You want? You want? You want? Yeah. Back in the building, fresh shoes, you know what I'm saying? The luggage is a little bit lighter now, so we all good, man. Now, I know this is an African-American thing to do, but you know you're not supposed to wear Air Force Ones, the all-white joints, the G-Fazos. You're not supposed to wear them more than 3 times, really. That's just one of them rules that we abide by. But here, it is what it is, man. So I'm not taking that stuff back, and I had to get a little homie something, so we are officially out of money. We are out of the $50, man, so everything we did, man, just goes to show you that it's affordable here. Obviously, I'm talking from a privileged point of view of making USD, but people got money here too. Some people don't, some people do, man. They got the haves and the have-nots and they're gonna get some. You feel me? Remember that. Either you have a have-not or are gonna get some. You know what I'm saying? Either way, you gotta stay humble. I normally don't like recording stuff like the giveaways, but I just want to show you guys these people have gratitude, and these people, the 2 security guards, they show love every time. Even when I stumble in a little drunk, they unlock the door for me. And the 2 kids is just straight up hustlers, man. So you gotta love that, man. You gotta show respect. And I'm probably gonna see them again next time, man. So I know they're gonna remember me because I'm gonna remember them. But anyways, man, my last couple of days are coming up in IDs. I hope you guys enjoyed the $50 video, and I hope you guys enjoyed the content that we got coming up, man. We got some dope stuff coming up. But y'all make sure y'all show love, like, subscribe, send this to any and everybody, and let's get to this bag. And remember, chase your mother dreams, okay? Chase your dreams. Let's go, baby.
Stay tuned for the next episode of Lord Williamson taking over the world.
I know that you're not surprised that I'm getting a bag. You know I came from a family of hustlers. Don't it surprise you the way that I put it on. You know that I got this shit from my mother. Don't take no shit from no sucker. Keep it honest, I know I got this shit from my daddy. Both my granddaddies was hustlers, but my granny good with God, you might not understand it. Felt a lot of paper, don't cry. Roll Swiss weed every day to get high. Got in the grip of it's a problem, I slide. You a little boy, you ain't coming outside. Knew that I was gonna be rich when I was 5. Though I was broken, it was eating my pride. Couple people close me, still doing time. Said that I was dumb, but I changed my mind. Trying to save a lot of shit, I'm feeling like a clock. Looking in the mirror, trying to figure with my heart. Spend a couple $100 on some glasses with some dark. Make a move with my chick, got me working on a part. Steady blowing up the lean, made me end up with some dark. Had to book another flight, cause she ended up getting caught. See, oh shit, couple times out, change all fence. You the type of boy, you ain't never bought shit. You watching for the snakes in the grass, and I'm watching for the dog shit. Got a couple hitters in the mosh pit. Got a problem going down, young jock, go quick.
Hell yeah.
Like, what do girls here think?
Yeah, man, that was dope, man. Shout out to Lord Williamson once again, man. Dope video, man. Like, this is the first time I've seen him do like a spending video, like, you know, try to see what you can get for a certain amount of money and stuff like that.
Same.
So definitely don't.
That, and I'm like, I want to go to Ethiopia now. I was like,
Yeah.
shit, hold up, I think I can actually. I don't know why I thought it was just like crazy, buku expensive.
Yeah, no. And on top of it, like, you could tell, like, he was really trying to spend money. Like, he was like trying to really force himself to try to spend some money when, like, if you were trying to be frugal, if you're just trying to be like, you know what I mean, on some chill shit, like, you can really thrive out there, like, really thrive. So, puts a lot of things in perspective. I like how he also clarified some things as well too. Like, you know, we're talking about money and, you know, coming from, you know, USD in America and stuff like that, but, you know, you could clearly see they have, you know, money as well too. It's just like anywhere in the world, you got the haves and have-nots. You know,
Yeah, and it's like it's still affordable.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've lost that art.
Yeah, like out here, man. There's not like
McDonald's don't even got dollar menu no more.
Yeah, that shit gone.
They be like value.
Yeah,
starting at $2.
Right. Like, even like the average income in America now, like, it might seem like a big number for a lot of people, but when it comes to like the cost of living, there's not like a single state in the United States that the minimum wage can afford you a 1-bedroom apartment. Like, you have to make above the minimum wage or work multiple jobs or live with somebody in order to like just have a shelter over your head. And then not to, you know, take into account all the other expenses you might have, you know, just with life and stuff. So Yeah, this is why a lot of people in America and the West in general are leaving. Like I think even like in the UK, I think they say like something crazy like 2,000 or 20,000 millionaires all left the UK and moved, like going to like Dubai or other places that are more affordable
My
or where you
thing
can get
is
more for your
like
money.
just treat your people good and people
Yeah.
and like your that goes universally. Like if you have workers or just like your people, you
Yeah.
treat them good, they'll be happy to be there,
Right.
and
Yeah.
everybody wins. But it's just greed.
It's greed. That's the word. It's greed, man. There's no stopping it, man. There's no stopping it, man. It's what it is. Shout out to PP. He said, Ethiopian civilization more than 5,000 years. They be having their own writing, like other ancient groups such as the Persians, Chinese, and Japanese, etc. Yeah, absolutely. It's really dope to see Ethiopia's like culture and stuff like that. Like they have never been colonized, so like they still have a lot of their ancient like artifacts, temples, and all that kind of stuff. So like it's dope to see an African country have that and see that. Like not to say like other African countries don't have ancient things and stuff like that, but it's just like theirs were never tampered with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So PP said black man median income is 49,000. Black woman median income is 46,000. Is that right? I don't I don't know, man. I don't know if that's accurate.
Median.
Let me just do a little bit of confirmation here. Because I think the women are outpacing us, but I could be wrong.
Yeah.
Hey Gemini, can you let me know what is the median income for black men in the United States and the median income for black women in the United States?
I know more jobless Negroes than wanted jobs. So.
For the most recent data on median income, it's best to check with the U.S. Census Bureau. They have detailed breakdowns by race and gender. Would you like me to find the latest numbers they have available?
Yes, that's like literally why we asked.
Yes, please do that for us.
Okay, according to the U.S. Census Bureau, the median income for black men is around $52,000 a year, and for black women, it's about $49,000.
Oh,
Do you
wow.
want to know how that compares to other groups?
So what was the number?
So she said 51,000 to 49,000. So black men out pace.
The skin of their teeth.
That's interesting. 52,000 black men, 49,000 black women. That's interesting. And also too, there's like this. If you look at all the black women like this year, a lot of black women lost their jobs this year.
I know a lot of them personally, especially
Yeah.
like with this whole government shutdown.
Government shutdown, the furlough. They're also trying to throw DEI out there. They're trying to say like a lot of black women were DEI hires, so they're trying to get rid of a lot of their jobs and stuff like that. But
You want us back in the kitchen?
they just want to hurt us as any way that they can. He said, PB said, black men entertainers and pro players skews income. But yeah, bro, but the OnlyFans also skews income the other way. Like you gotta look at what these girls are making on OnlyFans, man, or TikTok, or like this girl out here making $10,000 a month showing feet. Like anyway, you said 300,000 black women lost jobs, federal government. Yeah. A lot of people don't realize there's a lot of black people, especially in our area, the DMV area. Like there's a lot of black people that work for the federal government. So, but yeah, we got a fact check right there. But anyway, shout out to Lord Williamson once again. Shout out to Ethiopia. Love you guys. Definitely coming soon.
Yes, Ethiopia. Have us.
Yes, we would love to be out there. All right. I am very excited to get into this video. I'm gonna be honest, like
if you look at Africa today, I mean, you look at
I really love to see what Earn Your Leisure is doing. Shout out to Earn Your Leisure, man. Rashad, Troy, Mike, and their whole crew, man. To me, they're like one of the best groups out there that's just all about financial literacy and education for the people, man. Like they have a show every Monday called Market Mondays where like they don't miss a beat, man. They're out there every single time letting people know how to invest into the market, how to make money. They got, other shows and stuff like that teaching people about business. Every single business that you can think about creating, they have a video on it. But they saw this around the same time I was seeing this, man. This country, there's always going to be a ceiling when it comes to people that look like us. It's an uncomfortable truth from reality. There's very few of us that can actually break that glass ceiling. Like, we do got a couple of, black billionaires and stuff like that. But, they always sprinkle a few in there just to like give you that little bit of hope. But when it comes to just like us in general, like we do have some disadvantages, you know what I mean? But I always try to be solution-based kind of person, try to figure out how do we solve the income problem in our country? How do we do these kind of things? And the just clearest answer that I got was to collaborate back on the continent, because a lot of culture, like they're not going to respect black people as a whole if your home is not together. You know what I mean? So like Africa is ours. It's yours. It's ours. And when we come together, we can make incredible things. And there's just a tremendous amount of opportunity. Now, I'm not saying that it's like a charity, right? Because like there's plenty of African people who are doing extremely well and don't need any help. But when it comes to when it just comes to like the opportunity, it's almost like we're like the worst nightmare. Like we weren't supposed to like survive. Like if you think about like
damn roaches.
Right, like we're the strongest version of human beings. Like when you think of a person that went through the traumatic experience that a black person's ancestors have been through in the country, you're like, this person shouldn't even exist. But we got through slavery, we got through Jim Crow, we got through mass incarceration, we got through the crack epidemic, we got through all these things, redlining, like there's all these things, and we still find a way. You know what I mean? There were systems put in place to hold us back, but now the internet is here. I believe that like our generation is probably like the first generation that can actually kind of like start when it comes to like developing wealth and stuff like that. I mean, racism still is very much around today still, but there's a lot less barriers to hold us back now. But the problem is everybody else got like a 500-year head start. You know what I mean? So like we're always going to be somewhat behind. So we kind of like have to. We don't really have time to like fuck around and like,
The time is now.
The time is now. And there's a lot of distractions out there right now. Like when you look at us, we over-index in when it comes to entertainment, when it comes to sports, music, and we don't own any of these industries. It would be different if we owned it. If we own the NBA, cool. If we own the NFL, cool. If we own, these record labels, cool. But the problem is we don't. And so we're still making somebody else or some other group extremely wealthy. So yeah.
Or black businesses.
Yes. Group economics is extremely important. Another thing that they teach. So I say all this to say they realize it too. They're like, you know what, enough is enough. They're not going to give it to us. We got to go back. We got to go back to Africa. And they have been going on multiple Africa tours. Like they've been to Kenya, they've been to Ghana. They got 300 acres of land. They got a Somber City development happening in Ghana that's like 10 minutes from the Accra airport. They're now, they went to Benin. They're now going to a lot of French-speaking countries, like a lot of countries that most of us don't travel to or even think of because, typically we travel based off of language as well too. Like we will go to a country that speaks English outside of like the Caribbean and stuff like that, like because they're close to us. I'm talking about like if you're gonna like go like far out, it's a lot easier to go to a country that speaks English, especially if you're trying to move there. You know what I mean? So
oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, like not to visit. I mean, like to actually move there. So the countries that they're in now, they went to Guinea and they're in Senegal, which are French-speaking countries. So anyway, they're currently, I think, in Senegal now, but this is, I think, when they were in the country of Guinea. And Guinea is a country that I've never really thought of. Like, let me pull it up real quick. But they have like a large export of like gold and cocoa. They're gonna get into it, but it's crazy. I think it's the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, Dubai. They literally send pounds of gold 2 times a week from Guinea straight to Dubai. 2 times every week. Just gold, just from Guinea to. There's a lot of people taking resources from Africa that, yeah.
It looks like they're trying to get all the gold out of there before they just sabotage them.
And I'd be thinking like, man, they've been taking gold for so long. Like, so here is Guinea, right in West Africa, bordering Sierra Leone, Guinea-Bissau, close to Gambia, Ivory Coast, Mali. But yeah, most of this is like French-speaking, the French-speaking areas of West Africa. This is a pretty decent like landmass as well too. So let's see. But yeah.
Okay, I heard you.
Like if you look at Africa today, I mean, you look at.
All right. So without further ado, man, let's get into it, man. Earn Your Leisure has went to Guinea, and they're talking to this brother right here, and it's titled "Africa is America 100 years ago, and China is cashing in big. The time to invest is now. Clearly is now." If you guys are new here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. We greatly appreciate it. And make sure you guys check out Earn Your Leisure as well, too. Do yourself a favor. All right, let's get to it.
Look at all of this, right? You look at Guinea and whatever you see here, you go to Senegal, you go to Cote d'Ivoire, you're going to see the same. So this is kind of like America back in the mid 1800s, early 1900s, right? So back then the problem with the Europeans was like they're looking at America as the Wild West, whereas like investment is really risky. So, but the early investors like the Carnegies, the Rockefellers, all of that, the ones that took the risk early on, today they want to control the financial industry in the state, which means they control the financial industry globally, right? And so Africa is at that point today. So you have a lot of investors actually interested in Africa, but there's still that what if, right? Like the risk and like and mostly it's like connected to political problems, because you look at it where like politically most of the countries are not stable. Like you look at Guinea, for example, Guinea holds the lowest debts in Africa. But a lot of the investors, they look at that, which is amazing. But the problem is politically, Guinea's been challenged for the past 20 years, right? Since we lost Lansana Conte, you had militaries, and right now we have the military. They want to do good things, but it's like, you know, like an American or like a European or Japanese, you know, me as an African who's an American, I can understand it. You know, I can get my money in America, bring it to Africa because I have my family here, right? It's like I'm not risking much. But let's say for somebody like you don't have anyone here, right? Like the risk is too high. If you look at it from the fund,
I mean, I get what he means, but
yeah.
Understand it. You know, I can get my money in America, bring it to Africa because I have my family here, right? It's like I'm not risking much. But let's say for somebody like you don't have anyone here, right? Like the risk is too high. If you look at it from a financial perspective, these are all huge opportunities. These are like real estate opportunities. But it's like the question is, if you put your money, what guarantees do you have? You know, you're not going to lose your money. You see, like a building like that. That building costs around $5 million. But actually, the green one? Yeah, that building right there. It costs around $5 million. They already made a return on their investment because you know how much they can sell an apartment? They can sell an apartment for like $1 million easy. It's insane. Yeah, so it's crazy. Like a rent, like for a building like that, can go easily $5,000 a month. Yeah, so because most of the people that live in it is diasporas like me or people who work in the mining sector. You know, like big enterprises, they have money. They take rent for their executives, right? Or ministers. Because you have the president palace right there. You have all the ministers of economy and finance over here. So most of the time, they don't want to go home. So they rather take apartments in downtown So the rent is like crazy.
They can get back to
Yeah, exactly. They can get back tomorrow.
But who's the people that actually are taking the risk right now?
Oh, right now, Chinese number one. The Chinese, see, those buildings are owned by Turkish.
Both buildings?
Yeah, both of them. So the Chinese, the Turkish, a little bit of Americans, Europeans less. Because now the Americans are more like, like from a geopolitics, it's like the Americans are kicking out the Europeans. When we talk about Europeans, like the French in a way, right? So you have some Americans that are coming to invest a little bit, but number one is the Chinese. And then also you got the Russians. So which is one of the many reasons like the American, like somebody like us who's like an African, like a Guinean in my case, at the same time an American, like I'm close with the American ambassador, like not just here, but a couple of countries. They trying to leverage people like us to convince more Americans to come because they losing the game to the Chinese and to the Russians. It's like they don't want that. Like most of the roads here are done by the Chinese. Like, we talk about Simandou, right? The biggest project in Guinea today, 51% ownership, it's owned by Sinfer, which is a Chinese company, right? So the Chinese are the biggest risk takers, and then the Saudis, the Emiratis. So first the Chinese, second the Arabs, third the Russians, and then you have the Americans.
It's a common theme as we go country to country.
Yeah, it's a common, same thing.
So most people know mining here in Guinea. What are some of the other areas of investment?
Apart from mining, definitely real estate, second agriculture. We've been working on a project that the vision, we're calling it the 10-year vision, is to feed West Africa. Because Guinea today, Guinea is importing around $1.2 billion a year worth of sugar. It's insane. And it's importing around $1.1 billion worth of rice, right? So it's ridiculous. So we've been in this discussion with the Brazilians, because everybody knows today Brazil, they become the number one agriculture country, because Brazil became Brazil because of agriculture. They taking over even the state when it comes to cattle farming, right? So we've been discussing with the Brazilians. I brought some partners here a couple of weeks ago. So we're trying to do how to bring that Brazilian technology into agriculture to develop Guinea, because Guinea holds 40% of West Africa's arable land. So that means Guinea can feed West Africa, basically. But nobody knows that, because everybody knows about, when you talk about Guinea, they talk about bauxite, they talk about iron ore, they talk about the mine, because that's why.
So this is crazy in itself, because like this is a country like it's not on many people's radars and stuff like that, but like 40% it can feed all of like West Africa off of agriculture. And I think when a lot of people are not really paying attention and focusing on the business of agriculture, I think there's a few people who are smart that are doing it, like Khalees and stuff like that, but agriculture is a multi-trillion-dollar business. You know what I mean? And Africa is honestly in the race of being like the best continent to feed the world. Like if the world was having some issues, stuff like that.
What's new?
Right. So you have the mining is big. So you got all the materials that you need to help the world. Then you have the agriculture for the food to help feed the world. You know what I mean? So you have all these things, and then when you have the resources that you need, and then you team up with the country that has the manufacturing that you need, it's a perfect balance. So that's why the Chinese is heavily investing in Africa so heavy. It's like, yo, we got the manufacturing to make things happen. You guys have all the resources to make things happen. You know what I mean? So like it makes sense that China is like doing the most risk taking here and stuff like that. So but yeah, like the Chinese, and then these are the Arabs, and then the Russians. I mean, we're like fourth place, you know what I mean? So but yeah.
Well, yeah, it's like the world needs Africa. Africa don't need the world.
Facts. Yep.
Everybody knows about Guinea. It's that wealthy country that have all type of minerals, right? Because today Guinea is exporting around $9 billion just gold to Dubai alone, all right? So the economy of Guinea is divided between bauxite and gold. The government and entrepreneurs like us, we want to change that. We want to change the narrative a little bit by showing, hey, it's not just about mine. There's a huge opportunities out there that a lot of people can make a lot of money. Like, potential investors can make a huge return on their investment apart from the mining sector.
So China invested heavy. All of the Arab countries invested heavy. Like, why is it important for Black Americans and the diaspora to invest?
I mean, for me, it's pretty. It's a no-brainer, because when you talk about, I mean, for me, when you talk about Black America, or like every Black person, they originate from here, right? So why should we let the Chinese or the Arabs or other people come back to Africa and own the land. Like we know Africa made China what China is today. Africa made America what America is today. Because you look like without the technologies coming out of the continent, we wouldn't have what the technology we have today. And all of that is coming from the continent, right? And we've seen the changes. So why not attract Black Americans to come back and take that advantage rather than go to the white man, to the Chinese, to the Arab, right? So it's like the message, my message I will put out to my Black American friends is to like look at Africa as the same way the few white Europeans look at America back in the 1800s, right? So the opportunity is you can't even put a number. You can't put a number on it, right? So everybody knows without Africa, from climate change, everything, by 2050, like the world is not going to be the same. Because right now it's even like the global powers, they're actually saying if they don't, because they've taken everything from Africa, and now we get to a point where like if they don't even help Africa develop between now and 2050, the world is going to be screwed over. Because Africa have so much poverty, and it's literally holding the global economy down. Okay, and it's like you have the poverty, but at the same time, they need everything from Africa. Like Africa holds, when you talk about again agriculture, Africa holds 50% of arable land, 60% of the water reserves, right? Because a lot of countries are running out of water, but Africa you have lakes everywhere. So everything is back. Like so, if we don't fix the balance, the global economy is gonna collapse. Like we cannot just keep on. When I say we're talking about like the global financial system. They cannot just keep on taking things from Africa. So they have to give back. And so, like the best people that supposed to capitalize on that opportunity is Black people. Like Black people being not just in Africa but outside of Africa. Till today, we've been we oppress everywhere. You go to Brazil, you see Black people like at the bottom. You go to you go to the state like
I must say you go to the United States of America, like
But we can change that. We can be on top. And we can be on top really fast. Instead of like going like 100 years for us to be on top, we don't have to go through the same process and the systems that the white man, the Asian, they go through that. No, we can pivot. We can fast track to get to where, because now you have technology, you have everything, right? And we got the knowledge, right? You look at some of the biggest institutions today, they're run by Black people, right? So like why not us Black people, successful like African Americans, come back to the motherland, take advantage of what already the white man is trying to take advantage? Because see, that's the thing, like they don't want the successful Black man, like African Americans, to see that. Growing up in New York, I remember that, and as a businessman who have made it to that little bit, becoming a millionaire as a Black man, you get to meet a lot of people. People will ask me like, how did you made it to become a millionaire as an African? Because it's like almost impossible. They don't see, when you talk about Africa, they see this. No, I mean, which is like, this is the reality. Because for them, when you talk about Africa, what's come to their mind is this. They don't think you have something like that in Africa. You know what I mean? They don't think you have something better in Africa. Well, like we want to change. I want to say, hey, look, the BlackRock, the Rio Tintos, the world biggest institutions, their wealth is coming from Africa.
But that also speaks to the display. Like that's a visual of right there, then right there.
Yeah.
Like that's the change that's happening.
Yeah, and fast. Like it's like you don't have to go far. Just right here. That's a $1 million house. That's that's like below poverty line. So it's literally. And then the crazy thing, you have the president right there. So the president. You have the president right here, who's like the president of the country. You have a multi-millionaire who live, just right there. At the same time, you have somebody who cannot even get $1 a day, right?
So they can lie that somebody's going to see opportunity to build.
Yeah.
And somebody's already developing.
Yeah, exactly. You see, somebody's already building. I mean, you look left and right. There's already buildings coming, like, coming up.
You can't discount the natural, right? Like we're talking about oceanfront.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, right there. You have the islands over there. Like, you have about 3, 4, 5 islands just right there, right? So, I mean, and this is not just Guinea. Like, you go to Senegal, you go to Cote d'Ivoire, you go to Benin. Like, everywhere you go in the continent is like that. Like, so you can see the opportunity right there. And the sad reality is that you see those buildings, they're not owned by even Guineans. They're owned by Turkish. They're owned by, the white skin. They're not owned by Black people. But like, because they see the risk, the return on investment is way higher than the risk. Exactly. They know the reward. So that's why they're willing to come, like, taking over a place like this. In a matter of couple of months, they turn it into that. And they make it millions of dollars. Like, if you look at Africa today, I mean, you look at all of it.
I just thought that this video was just like way too important not to like talk about, because it's just like literally every single thing that he says, like I'm already like thinking in my head times 10. It's like this, all the signs are there. It's like when are we going to like wake up and see this opportunity? Like,
I feel like it's one of those things where you just gotta whoever you can get on your ship and go.
Yeah, yeah. And it's
Can't
hard.
save everybody.
You can't save everybody. It's just hard because it's just like there's so many people who are like complaining about this or not, there's just so many people who don't even realize what's going on. They just look up one day, it's like everything's falling apart. It's like, yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, I guess if you don't know better, you don't do better. But it's like, I don't know. For me,
there's so many like distraction sources
Yeah.
that we're fed constantly, but things like this and videos like this and creators like this show us that it is possible with proper planning and unity.
yeah, we got to unite because clearly the Chinese and the Turkish and the Russians, I mean, they see it. They're like, and he made the perfect analogy. He said like, yo, this where we are right here. This is America in the 1800s. This was China 100 years ago. You know what I mean? So like that it makes complete sense. Africa, like everybody is running back to Africa. The billionaires and the millionaires, they're all investing in Africa. It's like they had a secret meeting. It was just like, all right, it's time. Like it's time to get to this money. You know what I mean? So but yeah, let me get to PP's comments real quick. Yeah, I got you. All right, PV, my bad, man. You was in here going off. I'm gonna make sure I read all your comments. All right, I think this is where we left off. He said, Spike Lee and his wife just landed in Benin, and we made and were made like ambassadors to encourage Black folks to citizenship. Check their video out. Yeah, actually, I did see that. Shout out to Spike Lee and his wife. I think it's super dope what Benin is doing. I mean, Sierra being out there, Lauryn Hill, Earn Your Leisure being out there. Like that was a really good campaign to put some eyes on Benin. I seen that statue of the Dahomey woman as well too. Like that was super dope. He said Dubai, UAE, wise successful gold jewelry. Yeah. Most of the U.S. development has happened in the last 100 years, with a life expectancy of 47 in the 1900s and 53 in the 1920s, and 77 to that. In 1890, the U.S. Was 25% urbanized for over 250 years after whites settled in America. Uganda, after 60 years of independence, is 25% urbanized. Rwanda, approximately 20%. Airport construction, huge potential for real estate. Gabon, 60% urbanized 63 years after independence. In 1890, at least 80 to 90% of Black America are illiterate. In 1900s, only 5% of the U.S. population had graduated high school. In 1915, only 16% of the U.S. had graduated high school. Today, more than 80%. Interesting. That's an interesting stat right there. In 1945, less than 3% of the U.S. had a college degree. Today, it's 33%. Wow. Really puts things in perspective. Most of the U.S. development lasts 100 years, driven by increased productivity with universal public education in 20th century, together with wages and labor exploration of various underrepresented groups. In 1980, China was 20% urbanized. Today, China is 63% urbanized. U.S. today, 80% urbanized. Most U.S. urbanization and development has happened just in the last 100 years. Japan started its development in the 1800s to 1900s with the Meiji dynasty and had reconstruction after World War II. China was more than 90% rural in most of its history. In 1960, 80% rural. Today, 38% rural. Same with the present day America. After Deng Xiaoping took over in 1978, China has been able to transform rural fishing villages and like Shenzhen to tech powerhouses, lifting 800 million people out of poverty in less than 50 years. Yeah, I seen a video of like a travel vlogger in Shenzhen, and it looks crazy. It looks like a city in the future. They got trains going through the buildings of apartments and stuff like that. Like it looks like something out of like
Americans are like a third world country.
Yeah, compared to some of these jobs. It took the U.S. more than 300 years to shift the life expectancy from less than 40 to more than 75. Continent of Africa has a population of 1.5 billion, with 1.3 billion Black. India has a population of 1.43 billion. Africa is 10 to 12 times the size of India. For full capacity, Africa needs 18 to 21 billion population. World population currency, man, PP is like he's like a calculator in this jump. In India is slightly larger than the DRC. Indian population 1.43 billion. Congo population 110 million. 30 to 40% global minerals over there in the continent of Africa, including cobalt and coltan that drive modern tech, including computers, cell phones, ATVs, cars, etc. Shout out to Tad on Please. Shout out to all the subscribers. China, Turkey, Russia are ancient kingdoms. The U.S. did not have universal sewer system until the 1940s and universal water until the 1970s. Urbanization rate today 80%, and high school graduation rate more than 80%. In 1981, Nigeria GDP per capita higher than Chinese GDP per capita. Yeah, I did want to read everything that you said, PP, because I do believe you do give really good facts on here as well too. And just to pay attention, because it's like, look, people are looking at what it is today, but don't understand the vision of what it could be tomorrow. And the people who do take the risk, the people who do see the potential, and the people who are willing to take that risk, they're going to profit like they always have. The same way how they did in America, in Europe, in Asia, and stuff like that. Like the examples are all around us. All you got to do is just open your eyes and look and see what's going on. But when we first started doing the show, I was thinking about like, this is a possibility. You know what I mean? Now this is not a possibility. This is happening. This is like it's in real time cemented. Like this is it. So like for me, my goal, and this is why we had Frank on earlier. Like is I want to get property out there. Like I want to invest. I want to build with our people back on the continent and stuff like that. I feel like that's really for like our generation, stuff like that. Like it's getting dried up over here in America.
Oh, for sure. And then just to have passive income without. Like while supporting Black-owned businesses,
right? And then here's a Black brother who's about to have his own resort in Ghana and stuff like that. Like hell yeah, I want to support that. You know what I mean? And more of us should do that. So, all right, that don't do it. That gonna do it today, y'all. I did want to show y'all a little bit of what's going on. I'm going to show you guys what they are doing out there, because this is a great conversation. But when you see some of the visuals of what they're doing out there, let's see, throw this up here. Man, look at this, man. This is Guinea, man. This is like beautiful beaches. It's just a lot of opportunity. Like I have to go to Senegal just for this reason alone.
Absolutely.
Like,
oh my God, this thing is massive.
Yeah, this is insane, y'all. Like, this is not talk to us in America that y'all have a statue like this. Like,
and then like the Statue of Liberty, that hell washed up.
Right. Ain't nobody want to see that.
That big, really.
Ain't nobody want to see the Statue of Liberty. This is the answer right here, man. Man, woman, and child, man. This is it. Like, this is man, what more can you say, man? What more can you say? But it's extremely dope to see what they're doing out there. Like I said, they're in Senegal right now, and they're going to be doing more tours in Africa, and they're going to be having more events out there too. They're not just out there to just show you. They're out there like planning, plotting, networking, doing business and stuff like that. They're talking to the right people. They know exactly what they're doing. And shout out to Earn Your Leisure, man, for just being 10 steps ahead of the curve, man. So, but yeah. Any final thoughts, Carmen?
I think we had a great show tonight.
Yes.
Happy Indigenous Peoples Day again.
Yes, happy Indigenous Peoples Day for sure.
Coins,
for sure.
And get your exit plan.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys. That's gonna do it. Oh shit. That's gonna do it for tonight's episode. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Um, people, I gotta like proofread what you say before I read it sometimes. Make sure it's safe. Um, and I also did want to like comment on what you said too with the um you said Imani and Carmen like 52,000 and 49,000 for a married couple is 101,000, which is higher than the median U.S. household income overall 2024. Yeah, this is great. That's why I definitely believe that more people need to get married. You know what I mean? Like marriage should be a priority.
Marriage is looking very lavender for me.
Yeah, lavender is good. Lavender is purple, right? It's calming and yeah, man.
Yeah, but lavender marriages, right?
No, what's that?
It's like
Wait, what? What is that?
a gay man and
Oh,
a straight woman get married for benefits.
Oh,
It's
it's
hey,
called
that's
it's called lavender wedding.
a lavender marriage. Yeah,
Interesting.
what they had to do back in the day when before it was okay to be gay.
Oh shit! Damn! Wow! Interesting. A lavender marriage. Interesting. Well, I'm not. Okay. Okay, I'll save it for another episode. It's time to go. But yeah, man. Love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to another episode of the Top Hill Live. This is your boy, Mr. Top Hill Live, aka Imani Raw.
And I'm D Carmen.
We'll catch you guys next week. Next week is my birthday, by the way, too. Make sure you guys pull up.
Hey, next Monday.
Next Monday. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Peace.
Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie. Going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie.
And I'm so high, and I'm so high, and I'm so high. I'm so high.
Aloha, nigga, cause they looking for a fix. Got enough dough just to take a trip to get a little pinch of the Maui Wowie. Oh man, here we go again. If you ever get a chance, smoke it with a friend. Me and Pat on a mission to get lifted like John Legend and shit.
How did he get John Legend clear this?
Maybe a dub, maybe a song. No matter what you cop, you smoke till it's gone. Walking up the beach, December 25th. I hold a wine girl sing to the beat. Hey, what it do, boo? You smoke good? Yeah, me too. Living in paradise all through the night. And even in the day, smoke till I can't see. What can I say? Nothing like this in the world, man. Make you feel great. You forget you in the States, might relocate. So you smoke on a Maui Wowie, you can take like going back to Honolulu just to get that Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie. Going back to Honolulu just to get that
Maui Wowie, that Maui Wowie.
And I'm so high, 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 and I'm so high. I know, I really need to go, really need to go, really need to go, man. I need Maui Wowie, I smoke that Maui Wowie. I need Maui Wowie, I smoke that Maui Wowie. I know, you really need to go, really need to go, man. I need Maui Wowie, I smoke that Maui Wowie.
I don't remember that part. All right, y'all. We out. Peace. I don't even know if I could do this right. Let me see.